Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. The story would begin after the Tournament of Power ended, and as Universe 7 has been victorious, Goku and Vegeta would continue to train very hard to increase their powers and one day overcome all the gods of destruction and his angels. After a while, Goku was training on the planet of Zeno-sama as in the old days. Perfect! This seems great to me. I have no doubt that I have become very powerful, but I can't reach Ultra Instinct again. But I'll definitely master it sooner or later. After a few hours, when Goku was already finished his training, the Saiyan would notice something strange since Vegeta's ki is rapidly decreasing. What the hell's going on? Why is Vegeta's ki declining extremely quickly? I'd better go check if everything's okay. Wait, Goku, before you go, I want to tell you something. What's wrong, Kai-sama? What do you want to tell me? Remember that you and Vegeta will always be welcome on my planet. Don't forget that, since you are not a problem for me. Goku would not understand what Kaio-sama would have meant, however, being in a hurry would not matter and would use teleportation, arriving in a few seconds at the capsule. I'll tell you something that Vegeta and you don't know. I was the one who gave the order to that damn Frieza to destroy, even so they continue to be a hindrance to me now. Bills, you're a damn insect. I swear, I'll never forgive you for this. Come on, Mr. Bills. Finish off that damn Goku, please. Krillin, I thought you were my best friend. Why are you doing this to me? I never considered you a friend. During all that time, you were always an acquaintance, and always because of you, I always died on several occasions, and all you did was watch. Now all of you stop wasting your time and finish these two once and for all. Damn insect, I swear you're going to pay me. I won't annihilate you with an attack because you already have my daughter Bura in your arms. I'm very sorry, Vegeta, but Bura is not your daughter, since your real father is Yamcha. How could you do this to me, Bulma? I'll kill that fucking bastard. Well, it's time to finish them both once and for all. Bills would raise all his monstrous power, however, Goku would not be left behind doing exactly the same thing, that is, Goku would go to Super Saiyan Blue Maximum Power. Damn, I swear I'll never forgive them! I'll destroy them with all my own hands! Bills would lunge at Goku, where both of them would have an amazing battle. That's right, the exchange of blows was impressive as they made the whole earth shake. Bills would catch Goku off guard and deliver a heavy blow that knocked him out that would make him fall to the ground. However, this at an incredible speed would have returned it to his face. But at that moment, Gohan and others would pounce on Goku, and he would be having all the advantage, being millions of times more powerful than them, being able to put the Z Warriors in serious trouble. However, without holding back, Goku would have given each of them a few strong blows, leaving them all unconscious. All of you are worthless. You're simple insects that will never be able to against my power. Although Bills at extreme speed would have dealt with him a powerful blow that would knock him back a few meters. I'm still missing. Damn Saiyan, don't you think you'll have the same luck with me, the most powerful god of the 12 universes? Why do you think everyone pounced on me in the exhibition tournament? I'm not interested in that. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I swear I will. However, at that precise moment, Mil and Gohan would arrive. Leave my dad. He hasn't done anything to you. He has protected this entire universe and this planet every time. Don't do anything to him, Mr. Bills. Please. That damn Saiyan is not your father. He's never cared about you. Goten would transform into a Super Saiyan by lunging at Bills, but Bills with a single finger would stop his attack and send him flying, leaving him very badly injured and on the verge of death, while he fell to the ground in serious condition. Dad, please don't die. They don't know what they're doing. You're the savior of this planet. No, you're the savior of this universe. Goten would fall to the ground where Mill would grab him. However, at that precise moment when Goku witnessed how Bills would have hit his son and was on the verge of death, a voice he would hear in his head. That's right, it's Kakarot, the Goku dark side. Kill everyone! How dare you touch Goten, my son who was the one who trusts me! I'll not forgive you all! Damn! Why? You're a Goten! Don't leave any fly alive. Kill them and let them feel what true terror is. Kill them all. Get out of my damn head! That's right, Goku, with all his anger, would go through all his transformations and he would get a new transformation. Goku would have reached Super Saiyan Rose, which with his part of his ki was pure evil. Bills would be surprised due to everything the power it emanated. What the hell happened to you, Son Goku? I can feel an incredibly powerful power. Kakarot, how come you did the same transformation as Black? And why do I feel negative energy coming out of you? Goku, without saying a word, at a flashing speed, would have given Bills hundreds of thousands of blows that he couldn't see anything. I'll make you suffer as you have no idea. I'll play with you until I get tired. Damn God, show me that you're the most powerful God. Bills would stand up, and with multiple injuries, however, he would give a smile. Don't think you can defeat me with that power. It's true, your power is incredible. But if I use 100% of my power, you won't be able to do anything against me. Bills began to increase his power in an incredible way. That's right, Bills was the one god who could access the perfect Ultra Instinct. But even a god could fear a mortal because not even the power was enough. Bills at a great speed would have hit Goku hard in the face. What did you say now, you damn monkey? Feel the power of the great Bills, the god of destruction. Don't think you hit me because of your great speed. I let you attack me on purpose to see how credible your power was. But you're still the same human waste. Goku, with a powerful blow, sent him flying, very injured, despite the fact that the Ultra Instinct makes the body of its bearer move by instinct. Goku, with the Super Saiyan Rose, overcame that difference in power since he was furious watching how Bills hit his son. This is impossible. I can't believe it. How did you have so much power? I'm a god. I don't care who you are. If you come to touch one of my loved ones, I'll not forgive you, and you dare to touch Goten. Goku would begin to slaughter Bills, beating him up. He, even with Ultra Instinct, could not do anything against him. A Saiyan who would have accompanied his negative side and was thirsty of revenge, Bills, very hurt and on the verge of death, would rise once again. I can't lose. It's impossible for me to lose to a mortal. I'm tired. It's time to end your miserable life. You're worth nothing, damn cat. However, at that precise moment, this would attack Son Goku with extreme difficulty was able to dodge his blow. Perhaps you too, Whis-san. What are they doing to this, me and Vegeta? What the hell did we do? I'm sorry, Goku-san. You have been the best disciple I've ever had, but the job of the Guardian Angel is to prevent the God of Destruction from dying. Anyway, these are just orders. I'm not in that. I swear I'll kill them all, even if your Whis is against me. That's right, Son Goku. You have overwhelming power, but before an angel you still lack power. Goku charged at high speed, however, Whis dodged each and every one of his attacks. Damn, our power still can't compete with the power of an angel. Goku and Whis would exchange blows for a few moments, making everything around them shake, but Whis was only playing with Goku. Kakarot had enough power to defeat that damn Bills, but Whis treats him as if he were a child. Seriously, excuse me, Mr. Goku, I don't mean to do this to you and Mr. Vegeta. Whis would increase his power a little more and would give Goku a strong blow to his neck that would make him collapse and fall to the ground very badly injured. I don't know how I'll do it. Sooner or later, I'll come back and take revenge on all of you without exception. I'll exterminate you. Whis would knock out Goku and Vegeta, and he would return with Bills-sama. So, what will we do with Goku and Vegeta? It would not be advisable to kill them since someone could revive them and that would be a big problem for us. You could witness the great power of Son Goku. I'm impressed by all the incredible power that Goku showed. I can't believe it, but you're right, I know. Let's lock them in the time room and create a seal so they can never get out. It's alright, Mr. Bills. That's what I'll do. Whis and Bills took both Saiyans and went to Kami-sama Temple, where they put Goku and Vegeta in the time room. When Whis came out with his immense power, he created a seal so powerful that no one would be able to come out unless the power exceeded that of an angel. Said seal was a special since not even with the Dragon Balls could make them come out. Whis and Bills would leave planet Earth. That's right, they returned to their planet. Meanwhile, inside the time room, Vegeta and Goku would have already woken up. Damn it! The power of that damn Whis was incredible! But we'll find a way to get out of here and kill them all! I agree with you, Kakarot. That damn place will not be able to retain the power of the Saiyan warrior race. Goku and Vegeta were in the time room. That's right, they couldn't do anything to avoid being locked up in that place. Damn, Vegeta! What do we do? If we stay too long in this place, we'll die of old age. You're right, Kakarot. One way or another, we must get out of this damn place. I have an idea, Vegeta. If we raise all our power, we'll be able to create a portal to take us to the outside world. Finally, use the head, damn insect. Both Saiyans began to increase their power in an incredible way. They passed to the Super Saiyan Blue, and when observing that not even a small crack was formed, they were surprised. I'm not going to die in this damn place. I'll make all those bastards pay. Kaioken, increase 20 times! Goku's power shook the entire dimension of the void. However, it was not enough. Stop, Kakarot. It's useless. That damned Whis must use his power to seal this dimension, and no power less than his will be able to get out of this damn place. Meanwhile, outside the time room, everyone was celebrating the death of Goku and Vegeta, since they would think that the Saiyans would die of hunger or old age. Finally, Goku and Vegeta will not be a hindrance in our lives. That's right, they already had me tired. They just wanted to train. Meanwhile, on the planet of Bills, he was very thoughtful because Goku's power level in an incredible way, and even being the most powerful god of destruction was not able to face him. Mr. Bills, is something wrong? Why is he so thoughtful? Nothing, Whis. I just remembered the fight I had with Son Goku. The power he showed was overwhelming. That's right, Mr. Bills. I even forced myself to use 15% of all my power. Bills would continue to think about the matter. In the entire palace, there was a Daishenkin who would say to himself, So Bills, the god of Universe 7, fulfilled the mission of exterminating the Saiyans, Goku and Vegeta. I'll have to tell the king of everything. After a few moments, Daishenkin would come to the front and bow. Great kings of everything, your request was fulfilled. The key of the Saiyans of Universe 7 has disappeared from this world. I didn't want this to happen to my friend Goku. It's the best, believe me. That mortal only brings destruction everywhere he goes. Going back to the time room, Goku and Vegeta started training. Kakarot! You can't die in this place, and if it is to overcome the power of the damned Whis, we will. However, at the precise moment, Vegeta realized that Goku's body was given off an impressive dark key. Kakarot! What's wrong with you? Are you okay? I'll kill them all! I'll give my damn life for you, and all you do is betray us! We will kill you! At that moment, Goku's hair would turn pink. That's right, Goku reached the transformation of Super Saiyan Rose for a few moments and would fall to the ground out of combat, as his body was not used to such power. What is happening to Kakarot? I can feel a very powerful evil ki within him. Vegeta would continue training to raise his power in an impressive way and be able to leave said dimension. However, at that precise moment, a voice would ring throughout the time room. Mr. Goku, Mr. Vegeta, it is me, Kami-sama. I'm sorry for everything they did to you, but I was waiting for nightfall so they wouldn't suspect anything. What's up, Bug? Kakarot's unconscious, so tell me. Mr. Vegeta, Mr. Whis even modified the time room. What here is a day in the time room is 10 years. What are you saying to me? Damn. But don't worry, I just gathered the 7 Dragon Balls, and with the help of Shenron, I asked him to give you eternal youth. I trust that you will find a way to get out of that place. Of course. Yes, damn insect. We'll leave this place and kill all those bastards. At that precise moment, Goku would regain consciousness. What happened? Why does my head hurt so much? However, at the moment, a voice would echo in his head. It is me, Son Goku, your evil part. The part that was sealed in you when you hit your head. What? Why are you awake until now? I always wanted to do it, but you had a pure heart which prevented me from even talking to you. Wow, I see. Tell me, what do you want? What even you want? I want revenge. A damn cat dared to hurt our son. If you and I get back together, we'll get back to form a single being. Our power be so much that no one will be able to stop us. Form a single being? You don't live in me? I don't understand. No, Goku. When you hit each other, you and I formed different paths, and I kept 65% of all your power. That's why when I offered you a little of the power of Super Saiyan Rose, you were able to defeat Bills. And do you keep 65% of all my power? That's right, but even if we joined together, this would be much more powerful than a fusion. If we entered that form, we would have much more power to finish off that damn... No! I just want to take revenge on them. I don't want to destroy anything else. I feel that your power is absolute evil. Now get out of my head! Vegeta would turn back to look at Kakarot. What's wrong, Kakarot? Do you feel better? That's right, Vegeta. Don't worry. These began to train because much more powerful than a god of destruction, a guardian angel, and even the king of everything, they trained very hard. However, Goku's heart was filled with incredible evil every day. One day, Goku would take the initiative when he felt that his power did not increase as quickly as it did before. Kakarot, are you there? I'm always there, son Goku. Don't forget I'm you, and you are me. If I accept a return to form a single being with you, what'll happen to me? You'll be much more colder, and your power will grow in an unreal way. Okay, Kakarot. I agree to return to form a single being with you. Kakarot, will you do it? Are you sure you are what you're doing? That's right, Vegeta. I'm not going to give those damn one more time. Meanwhile, outside of that place, approximately 15 days had already passed in which everything would happen normally. That's right, every day they forgot more about Son Goku, but Goten did not forget about his father. I don't know that my father will return. When he returns, I have to be as powerful as him. I don't want to disappoint him. Goten would start training alone to increase his power. On the other hand, on the planet of Bills and Whis were talking and walking. At that moment, a portal opened in the sky. That's right, it was Daishenkin-sama. Great Daishenkin-sama! To what do I owe the honor of your visit? I have come to make sure that both Saiyans are dead, as I have a very bad feeling about all this. Daishenkin would say to himself, I hate mortals, but Zeno-sama does not. I do not understand what his sudden change has been, and I do not like this at all. I can even feel how a great negative energy overflows from the Zeno-sama of the future. Of course, father, don't worry. He can investigate everything he wants. Goku and Vegeta, the most powerful mortals in Universe 7, have died. It's alright, Whis, I'll trust you. Daishenkin, upon arriving at Zeno-sama's palace, would be greatly surprised to witness only one king of everything. What happened to the other Zeno-sama? We have merged. We have formed a single being, and now that we have this great power, no one will interfere in our affairs. What business, my king? And why do I feel such sinister ki coming from you? Daishenkin, with me you must not pretend. I know that you can clearly realize that I'm not the same Zeno-sama of this time. My power is pure evil, because I am not Zeno-sama. Who is this? How are you in the body of Zeno-sama? I am the negative energy of the 6 universes destroyed by Zeno-sama, and we are looking for revenge. We want to destroy everything created by him, and I know that you hate mortals. Tell me, Dai, will you join me in total annihilation? So you are not Zeno-sama, but you are much more mature than the Zeno-sama of my time. So that's fine. I'll help you in all your tasks, new king of everything. So it was you who ordered the death of Goku and Vegeta. That's right, since I felt the great power of Son Goku, and if I left him alive in the future, it could become a great nuance for all my plans. Meanwhile, in the time room, both Saiyans were training, which would have achieved incredible powers. Goku would have mastered Super Saiyan Rose Phase 2 and could achieve Super Saiyan Rose Phase 3 for about 15 seconds, while Vegeta would have managed to reach the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Phase 2 and also managing to access the Super Saiyan Blue Phase 3 for a short period of time. However, his transformation was not compared to Goku's Super Saiyan Rose. We have become more powerful, Vegeta, but it's still not enough. We'll be the strongest beings of the 12 universes. Of course, Kakarot, and we'll kill the damn Bills, since it is his fault that we're in this damn place. That's right, Vegeta, but there's something that doesn't add up. I don't know what it is, but I feel that something isn't right. It's just your imagination, damn insect. So let's start training to be much more powerful. Meanwhile, at Zeno-sama's Daishinkan Palace, he would have already returned any informing all the gods to annihilate all the more powerful mortals and not leave any of them alive. Finally, I have the revenge that I wanted so much. There'll be no one who can stop me. Yet at that precise moment in his head, you will not achieve your goal. I know that a warrior will appear who will have the power to defeat you. Ha ha ha! That will be impossible. I have ordered to annihilate all mortals of great power. Now they are no longer useful to me. It disappears from me. Zeno-sama, with an ability to erase, tried to eliminate all traces of the other Zeno-sama's essence. However, this one with great power and knowledge was able to leave his body. This one was only spirit. Zeno-sama wandered through all the universes until he felt a known power, but with some evil. It was the power of Son Goku. Meantime, in the time room, Goku began to raise his power in an impressive way, managing to open a tiny portal, through which a light at extra speed would enter. What the hell? What is this? Hello, friend Goku. It is me, Zeno-sama. There's no time for explanations, but you just have to know that my counterpart from the future is going to order the annihilation of all mortals of great power, and my spirit will merge with you. I trust you, Goku. So the one impossible for all this for that damn dwarf. I swear I'll kill him. At that precise moment, Goku began to increase his power in a supernatural way to the power of Zeno-sama, to be flowing through his power of Zeno-sama. That's right, Goku begins to increase his power in an incredible way and acquire a celestial divine form. His clothes would have changed to the clothes of the king of everything. Vegeta would be surprised by the power that Kakarot came off. Kakarot, are you okay? This power, it's incredible! Meanwhile, inside Goku's mind, friend Goku, the other Zeno-sama, I don't know what has happened to him, seems like a totally different person. But he has already begun with the total annihilation of all mortals. So that damn dwarf is responsible for everything. Don't worry, Zen-chan. I'll finish that damn thing and bring everything back to normal. I trust you, friend. I have given you all the power I had left. Going back to the time room, Goku would have reached a celestial divine form. He would have achieved the Super Saiyan Phase 3 Ultra Instinct. However, his power was absurdly incredible by combining the cells of a king of everything into Saiyan. Goku, unable to withstand all that power, fell to the ground untransformed and badly injured. A noticeable change was his clothes. They would have changed to a black similar to Black Goku. After a while, Goku would wake up, but even in his base state, his power was gigantic, being able to face a god of destruction. Kakarot, are you okay? Yes, Vegeta, but the one behind the Zeno-sama of the future, apparently, he has corrupted all the gods and angels. What the hell are you saying, Kakarot? How do you know that? And where did you release so much power from? Even your appearance changed to the outfit that Zeno-sama wore. That's right, Vegeta. Apparently someone lives in the body of Zeno-sama from the future and is controlling everything. And my power, the Zeno-sama of this time, granted it to me. To this end, all of this. But he also left something for you. Oh yes, the dwarf from the future is the cause of all this. What the hell are you talking about, Kakarot? What did the great Zeno-sama leave you? Receive this, Vegeta, and overcome your limits! Goku would have launched a highly compressed sphere of energy towards Vegeta, which would enter his body. At that precise moment, Vegeta began to increase his power in an absurdly incredible way. Vegeta would have reached the form of a true god, achieving the Ultra Ego maximum power. This power is amazing. I never thought I would go so far. Thanks, Zeno-sama. I won't waste any of your power and I'll finish off all these damn... Goku and Vegeta began to train their new powers, since Ki being so dense made them slow, and it didn't matter what power they possessed, they became so heavy they couldn't win a battle. Meanwhile, in the King's Palace of Everything, there was a very thoughtful Zeno-sama. Daishinken, come immediately. Daishinken would arrive bowing. Tell me, my lord, what is offered? I want you to gather all the gods and also the Super Dragon Balls. I have a very bad feeling. Whatever you order, great Zeno-sama. Daishinken would leave the King's Palace of Everything. Firstly, he gathered the 7 Super Dragon Balls, and secondly, he informed each god that they must go to the King's Palace of Everything for an emergency meeting. After a while, all the gods arrived at the King's Palace. I'm glad that you all are in this place. What I have to tell you is that a danger is approaching. So train, and with the help of your angels, train even in other dimensions. Something is going to happen and we must be prepared. As you order, great Zeno-sama. Just as they listen to the great king of everything, all the gods must have a high level of power, since even I am going to undergo a difficult training. Even you, great Daishinken? Yes, god of Universe 7 Beerus, since I also have a very bad feeling. Oh, by the way, I'll test his powers myself. If they do not have enough power, I will exterminate them. All the gods were shocked, and a little afraid to hear the words of the great priest. That's all. Now you can go back to your respective universes. Everyone can come back, except Beerus. I need to talk to you. As all the gods left, Daishinken would put on a serious look. Beerus, I trust you too much. You are the most powerful god amongst the 12 gods. Even your power suppresses most of the angels. That's why your guardian angel is Whis, the most powerful angel among all. I hope you raise your power up in incredible ways, since I feel that the cause of this will be the Saiyan's son Goku. That's impossible, since I just take care of those damn Saiyans myself. I don't know. I hope it's just the king's imagination and mine. But that's why we've gathered the Super Dragon Balls. Get out of there, great Zama, and fulfill my wish! A great dragon would appear, and throughout that universe, that's right, the god of dragons would have made his appearance. Tell me, what is your wish? Great god Zarma, as your being that you can fulfill any wish, what will happen to this entire megaverse in the next 12 months? Can you let us watch? This wish is very easy to fulfill. In approximately 12 months, no one will be left alive. Because an extremely powerful being will destroy every god, angel, and including the great priest and the king of everything, Zeno-sama. Beerus and Whis were surprised by what the great god Zarma said. Zarma, at that moment, with his great power, made them observe. They were able to observe in their minds how a being made the 12 universes tremble in the annihilation of each one of them. I have fulfilled your wish. Now I am retiring. The Super Dragon Balls dispersed through the universes 6 and 7 again. Now you know what is my concern, or not, God of the Universe 7 Beerus. I understand, great priest. I don't know. One way or another, we will become very strong and change all that destiny. Knees would leave the kingdom altogether. However, Beerus was very thoughtful. He would be very nervous about what was going to happen. He would say, I'm sure that Goku and Vegeta must have died of hunger or old age. This can't be real. Look at him very thoughtfully, great Beerus-sama. Is something wrong? Hey, Whis. Is there a way someone can get out of your eternal seal? Until today that has been impossible, but if you, like we, can go out, since as I put the seal I can enter and leave without any problem. That's right, Whis. That would leave me much calmer, but we'll still train. Meanwhile on Earth, a few months have already passed in which nothing new would have happened. However, one moment to another, a strong power is felt. It was the great Emperor Evil Frieza. The Warriors Z were to face them. However, they were not able to achieve anything since Frieza would have trained since the end of the Tournament of Power. Where is Goku? I want to fight that dumb monkey. Everyone would remain silent. However, Goten would reach the battlefield, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, leaving everyone surprised. But the most surprised was Gohan. Goten, how did you get that transformation? I haven't seen you in so long. That's none of your damn business. Goten and the Emperor of Evil Frieza began with a great battle. However, the clear difference was noticeable since Frieza was only in his final form. You are the youngest son of Son Goku. Tell me, what happened to your father? Those damn who called themselves his friends have betrayed him along with Mr. Vegeta. Frieza would give him a strong blow, leaving him out of combat. Ho ho ho! So it's your fault that Goku's not in this place. Now there's no one to face me. I'll destroy this planet. Those damned are no longer on this planet. And even so, they cause us problems because of them. We're going to die. However, at that precise moment, Beerus and Whis would arrive, stopping Frieza. Do you want me to destroy you? You don't compare to my power. A few months ago or years ago, those words would have scared me. But now I have the power to defeat you, Beerus. Furious Beerus launched into the attack, but at that moment, Frieza passed into his golden state, and with a powerful blow, he knocked the god to the ground. But what the hell? How could you hit me? I told you. Now I am much more powerful than you. Beerus, very furious, would launch the attack. Frieza just dodged each of his blows without much effort. Now I will give you back all the humiliations you did to me so many years. Frieza began to slaughter Beerus in an incredible way, leaving him on the brink of death. Frieza would become stronger than Beerus next time. I have not mercy on any of you. Frieza would leave the planet Earth, but he also felt strange. One of his soldiers, realizing this, would tell him, Big Frieza, are you okay? I never thought that Son Goku would be my motivation for even I, a prodigy, to train. Don't bother me again. Take care of this whole universe while I return. That's right, Frieza began a hibernation since no one was a match for his great power. I hope to see you again soon, dumb monkey, and have that great battle. On the other hand, in the Room of Time, were our Saiyans who already had a surprising power. I think it's time to leave this place. That's right, damn insect. Let's show those worms who's the true king. These began to increase their power and managed to open multiple space-time cracks. However, before leaving, they felt an immense power from one of the many dimensions. Who is this amazing power? Those are the powers of the supreme gods. The gods that not even a king can control at all. What? Are there gods more powerful than the king of everything? That's right, and they are called the supreme gods. This sounds very interesting, and it'll be a great help of our training. Both Saiyans would enter the portal, appearing in space. However, the power of the king of everything, they could breathe without any problem. At that moment, a subject at extreme speed would have a powerful blow to both Saiyans, causing them to collide against the planet and destroying them with its impact. What the heck? Who the hell is you fucking insect? The power of your punch was absolutely amazing. Goku would stand up. Why are you attacking us if we haven't done anything? What's wrong? I am Hydra, one of the supreme gods. In 700 years, nobody has come to my territory since they know what awaits them. Now you are my prey. Hydra launched the attack, not giving Goku and Vegeta time. He began to massacre both Saiyans, leaving them on the ground Goku and Vegeta began to increase their powers in an incredible way that even Son Goku's power made the whole universe rumble. And with a surprising scream and a smoke screen, these appeared in their combat form. Wow, I can see that they have great fighting power, but not even with that power will they be able to defeat me. I'm the 5th most powerful supreme god among the 12. With their powers, they will not even be able to touch me. I would not trust that much. We are mortals who have reached a great power, that of a god, and we are even above the angels. Don't make me laugh. Not even the useless king can beat us at all, and they think that only you, some Saiyans, will be able to beat us, the supreme gods. What a good joke. However, at that moment, Vegeta, at an extreme speed, would have thrown a powerful blow at the god with the extreme difficulty the god was able to dodge. Haha, you damn insect. Apparently you're not so amazing after all. From what I could tell, was that with great difficulty you managed to dodge my attack. That damned one almost managed to reach me with his power. But what the hell is happening here? I can't feel a great power coming from these. However, with his attack, he almost managed to hurt me. Go, Vegeta! I can see that you began to dominate all that dense ki. How can I not master this damn ki? If I am the great Vegeta! Don't think so, damn Saiyan, just for having been a little bit from hitting me. Without warning, the god received a furtive blow from the Prince of the Saiyans, which made him kneel in pain. What do you say now, you damn insect? Hydra furiously tried to stand up. However, Vegeta's leg would put on her head, making him kiss the floor. That's right, the Prince of the Saiyans was demonstrating his overwhelming power and authority. Apparently it won't be necessary for me to intervene in this battle. Vegeta's power is powerful enough to end the life of that pathetic god. Hydra would give a loud scream, which increased his power and formed a shockwave, causing Vegeta to quickly retreat. A very furious Hydra would launch into the attack, of which Vegeta would dodge each of his blows, making it impossible for him to even hit a single blow. What the hell? How do you have so much power, damn Saiyan? Our power now is not below supreme deities like you, since we possess the power of the king of everything. Vegeta would give him a powerful blow that would shake everything around him. The power of that blow would have been so much that it would make the god too affected. Meanwhile, in another place of that megaverse, the most powerful god of the 12 supreme gods was found. Ha ha ha! So 2 Saiyans have the power of a king of everything. This'll be fun, and no god in this place is able to deface me. However, at that moment, a being with a peculiar appearance would approach, which seemed like a demon. Great Broly, do you really think that those 2 Saiyans are rivals for you? You're not a normal Saiyan, your power goes beyond anything known. You are the great legendary Ultra Super Saiyan God. I don't know if they are worthy of my power, but I want to test their powers. From what I can feel, they both have the power of a king of everything. Going back to the battle between Vegeta and Hydra, it was clear that Vegeta was totally dominating the battle. However, in an oversight of Vegeta, Hydra was able to land a sneaky blow that would make him go back a few meters. Your power is really amazing. But even so, you can't compare with the 2 most powerful beings in this place. Now I will use all my power. Hydra began to increase her power in such a bestial way that it would make everything around him start to tremble. However, Vegeta would be very confident. No matter what you do, your destiny will be death. Since without doing anything about it, you wanted to kill us. You found yourself death. Hydra would not pay attention to Vegeta's words. At that precise moment, Hydra, at an amazing speed, would have given Vegeta a blow that would make him spit blood. However, when he used the power that goes beyond a god, his vitality would be wearing out fast. Meanwhile, returning to the time room, Whis, with his immense power, was able to enter the time room with Beerus. That's right, both of them were very surprised when they saw that there was no one, but at that moment their bodies felt a chill. Since even up to that dimension, one could feel the intensity of said battle that was taking place in a place far away from where they were. Whis! What the hell has happened in this place? How did these two bastards get out of this place? And if I'm not wrong, the pressure you feel is from Vegeta. Beerus and Whis could not feel the power of Goku or Vegeta because their power was in another dimension. They were in the dimension of power of a king of everything. I don't know, Mr. Beerus. This is impressive. Mr. Goku and Vegeta really managed to get out of this place, and in effect that great pressure is from Mr. Vegeta, who seems to be fighting with someone very powerful. Both deities would come out of the time room with an expression of horror. We must inform the High Priest what happened, so that this same Daishinken with Zeno-sama take action on the matter. Returning to the battle, Hydra's power had risen so much that he was putting the big Vegeta in a bind. This is what you wanted, damn! Let him fight seriously, then find out something. This is all the power of the great Hydra! Vegeta would stop his next attack with one hand and smile. And have you seen me use all my power? I'm just using a power similar to yours, and I want to end all hope you have, damn! Vegeta at that moment increased the power of Super Saiyan Blue Phase 3 to 75%, with which a surprising pressure fell on the Hydra god. Who are these guys? I can't breathe! Its pressure has cut out my breath! Feel a bit angry. This is the agony that we feel when beings with the title of God want to take advantage of us. However, at that precise moment, a subject would have given Vegeta a strong kick which flew hundreds of thousands of kilometers. The blow of that being would have arrived was overwhelming. What is the powerful Ice Emperor Yakuwa doing here? The new subject would have arrived named Riota, who would stand in front of Hydra. Get out of here, Hydra. You don't have enough power to defeat them. From the beginning you should have realized, so don't treat everyone as if they were inferior to these two Saiyans have beaten you up. But great Yakuwa, I want to help you. Between the two of us we can finish them off. Go away. Obey. Hydra would leave the place in very bad conditions. Damn, they were going to pay me. I won't let them get away with it. I'll tear them to pieces, damn worms. Vegeta would come out of the rubble a bit confused due to the powerful blow almost knocking him out. So another damn has come to seek his death, but at least it seems that you're much more powerful than the other worm. I apologize on behalf of my partner. If you're going to stay in this multiverse, you could do it, but don't forget that we're all beings of great power. Yakuwa turned his back on Vegeta and was about to leave. Damn! Who do you think you are? I have not given my approval for you to leave. I will make you suffer the worst possible way! Vegeta launched into the attack at that precise moment. Yakuwa formed an ice sword with which he hit the great Prince of the Saiyans hard, leaving him very badly injured. I don't want to have a battle with you, Saiyan. Our power is as distant as heaven and earth. Unlike all the supreme gods, the three most powerful have such great power that we are able to face 100 supreme gods or more and defeat them without any difficulty. Do you know? I don't care if you're the most powerful supreme god or if you're able to face 100 of them. You can't with me. I warned you, Saiyan. I didn't want to end like this. Yakuwa, from one moment to another, he began to beat Vegeta, that even he couldn't see anything. Even I find it difficult to follow the speed of that god. What kind of power does he have? Eternal Ice Prison! Supreme 9 Pillars! A large ice barrier was present, with which would keep Vegeta inside, Lowering the temperature to extreme levels, Vegeta would hit the prison. However, the 9 pillars made all his attacks return to the wearer with double energy. Damn. Why is it so powerful? But I do not lose. I'll show you all my power. That's right, Vegeta began to increase all his power. Vegeta would have gone to his new transformation called Ultra Ego. Vegeta's hair would turn purple, characterized by the aura of the gods of destruction. This damn barrier would not be able to contain my great power. Vegeta cracked the barrier with a powerful blow. Apparently, this being has great power. Even my barrier, with which I use 20% of my power, has managed to crack it. Apparently, that guy forced Vegeta to use all his power. This is incredible. I didn't think that the being that wasn't Zeno-sama would force him to go so far. Vegeta continued to attack the barrier, and over time, Vegeta managed to completely destroy it. I must congratulate you. No one would have managed to get out of my barrier of 9 supreme pillars. For that small feat, I will take you a little seriously. A little? Damn, don't you underestimate me! Vegeta launched into the attack. The collision of the fists was impressive since the entire multiverse was affected. So Yakuya is fighting with those Saiyans. This would be a perfect opportunity to see what those Saiyans are capable of. Yakuya and Vegeta continued with their exchange of blows. However, Yakuya was only playing with the Prince of the Saiyans. I'm already bored of this game. It would be better to end this battle once and for all. Yakuya gave Vegeta a powerful blow which would send him flying, beginning to charge a large sphere of energy. Vegeta, recovering from the blow, observed that Yakuya was carrying a large sphere of energy. I'll also charge my most powerful attack. That damn thing was not able to be against me. Vegeta began to gather a large amount of energy. Receive the big final glow! Your simple power will be no match for the ultimate ice attack. Both attacks began to collide. The level of his attacks was supreme, as he even destroyed the planets that were nearby. How is this damn thing holding back my final blaze? Ha ha ha! I'm not even using half of all my power. Yakuya focused much more power on his attack, exterminating Vegeta's. However, before his clash with Vegeta, Goku would stand in front of him, and with one hand he would make him disappear. I see you're very powerful, but the real battle is about to begin. Goku would have pulverized that big attack with a single blow, saving Vegeta from being exterminated. So my suspicions weren't wrong. You had a greater power than this guy. So you have noticed that? Well, that's right. I'm much more powerful than Vegeta. Kakarot, even though you have the power of a king, don't trust yourself at all. The power of that damn worm is amazing. Not even with my maximum power was I able to scratch it. Vegeta would have fallen to the ground unconscious without any energy. I told you the same thing I told your partner. I don't want to fight. The 3 most powerful gods don't compare to the rest, and that's right. Your power won't be enough to face me. I see that you are very sure of your words. I hope you have the power to support them. Goku launched into the attack in Super Saiyan Rose. However, Byakuya's dodged the blow with extreme ease, managing to hit him with a blow that would send him to the ground. I told you, you don't have the power to face me. Better get out of this place and stay in any territory you want. Your power is comparable to the normal Supreme Gods, but not to the 3 most powerful. Apparently, with you, I'll have to use all my power, because I'm not going to hold back! The entire multiverse began to shudder. An incredibly amazing power overflowed from Son Goku. This stepped directly to his phase of the King of Everything Super Saiyan 3. The power that gave off was brutal. So that Saiyan thinks to fight against Hydra. It'll be a great show. The power he hides is incredible. We hope that he'll be able to face the Ice Emperor Byakuya. Your power is incredible, but even with that bestial power, you won't be able to face me. Goku, the power you emanate is incredible, but it won't be enough for this supreme god. His power goes far beyond what you can imagine. I know, but I want to face it with everything I have. Get ready! Don't intend to contain me! Goku launched himself at maximum speed, launching a blow at Byakuya's face, which he would dodge. However, this time, it would have been too difficult for him to dodge said attack. The air slingshot was devastating. Some planets would have disintegrated with a simple blow. Byakuya would say to himself, "The power of this guy is incredible. If he faced any of the rest of my teammates, he would tear them to pieces in a few seconds, with the exception of the Super Saiyan Ultra God Broly and Ryota." Goku would not stop attacking. With his maximum power, he began to throw a shrapnel of blows at him, which was putting Byakuya in more and more trouble. I can't believe it! The power of that Saiyan is incredible, and from what I can feel, he has the essence of a king of everything in his body. Meanwhile, in the king's palace of everything, Beerus and Whis would have arrived. What happened? By their looks, I could tell that it's not great. That's right, father, but what you have informed us has been real. The prophecy is being fulfilled. Great Daishenkin-sama. The Saiyans Goku and Vegeta are not in the room of time, and when we entered that place, we could feel how they were fighting against other beings with great powers. This really is catastrophic. There's nothing we can do. Of course there is something. We are the most powerful deities of the 12 universes. Time does not influence us. But great Zeno-sama, even the great god Zarama has said it. There's nothing we can do. Of course there's something, Daishenkin. Take care of closing all the dimensions that connect with the room of time that Beerus tells us about. Is this even possible? There are infinity of dimensions. Such is not as possible. What I do is seal the room of time again with even greater power. If the prophecy is true, they will come out, but we will have much more time to prepare for this great battle that is coming. God Beerus and Angel Guardian Whis, you as the two most powerful beings, below Daishenkin and me. Train very hard. We will inform the rest of the gods. As you order, great Zeno-sama, we will not let the prophecy come true. Whis and Beerus would leave this place. They would return to their planet, where Beerus, being a prodigy, would never have trained. By training this achievement, breaking all his limiters, something similar was happening in each of the universes. Returning to the battlefield, they would continue fighting, since the time difference was somewhat brutal, while outside a few days would have elapsed. In said universe, they had only been fighting for 14 minutes. I can realize that your power is abysmal. Not even with the power of a king can I completely defeat you. Power of a king of everything? Did you murder the king of everything of your megaverse? Damn Saiyan! I thought you were good-hearted! Byakuya began to attack with much more power, causing even Goku to find himself in trouble. Get this! Ultimate Ice Element Prison, die! Byakuya would have used his elemental prison, which at the moment of any warrior being inside, the same ice made his body freeze, and any energy attack or blow was returned to its carrier. Goku realized this when he hit to achieve get out of said prison and his arm destroyed. What the hell is this? This subject is going to kill me! However, a voice inside him would rumble, saying, hit this place. This barrier isn't so surprising after all. Who are you? And how are you inside of me? Goku would not have received an answer. However, he would listen, hitting her where the guy would have told him. That's right, Goku was able to get out of that place, and with the power of the King of Everything, he was able to restore his arm. How was it possible that you got out of my elemental prison? That doesn't interest you, damn. Now I'll make you pay for almost murdering me! Goku launched into the attack with 100% of his power, giving Bayakua more problems. However, he was still able to keep up with him. I want to have that Saiyan in front of me. I'll have to test his powers myself. Daiku, bring me that subject immediately. I don't care what method you use. I want to have him before me. As you order, my lord. Both warriors would have been very even. However, Bayakua at that very moment was taking the advantage of the battle. You turned out to be a great opponent, but let's see if you can handle this. Body resists the power of the King of Everything with the power of Kaioken! Double Kaioken! No, Goku! The power you're using cannot be supported by your body! You can use it for a maximum of 15 seconds! Regardless of what Zeno-sama said, Goku would use this technique. When he activated it, he would feel how all his bones were breaking. However, he wouldn't care. All my power goes into this blow! Great Eliminator! Blow of the king of everything! The power of Goku exerted in his right fist was terrifying, and Bayakua himself would realize this, which raised a large part of his power to be able to stop such a bestial attack. I see that your body is being affected by all that power. That power does not belong to you. That's not true power. After this, you'll be useless, and you won't be able to increase your powers again, because your energy veins, they will explode. You're not fighting with an amateur. I know what my body is capable of, and I'm not going to die. This won't be my end, since I haven't fulfilled my mission. Bayakua would use a great attack to counteract the attack that would be sent against him. However, when he hit Goku with his blow, it would go through him. What the hell? An illusion? Being gods that eliminate all beings with a single blow, I thought this could work for me. You don't have the combat experience that I have. Goku's attack had hit Bayakua, sending him flying thousands of meters. Gah! That punches hurt so much! I can't believe the power of that attack! But Goku's attack would not have ended there. Goku had a speed that even exceeded Bayakua's superior view, was able to hit him in the stomach, causing him to spit out blood. I have only 5 seconds left with this power. I'll use my final blow. Take this divine captive blow! That's right, Goku's last blow was able to knock out Bayakua. At that precise moment, Goku de-transformed, falling to the ground badly injured and unconscious. At that very moment, Deku would have arrived, restoring everyone's energy and taking only Goku and Vegeta to the Great Broly's palace. At that moment, he arrived. Here are the two Lord Warriors. Okay, leave them in some rooms until they recover. Meanwhile, out of all that place, Daishinken would have managed to create an extremely powerful seal, which allowed him to seal any dimension that connects with the Room of Time. This won't be enough. Let's hope we have enough time to become powerful. Trust us, gods of destruction. We will stop those Saiyans one way or another. Returning to Broly's palace, both Saiyans would have woken up. I have no stress in my body. How weird. I thought that Kaioken was going to affect me much more. This is amazing. I had a brutal power increase. At that moment, they both felt a power that even those would make them tremble. Whose is this awesome power? I can't believe it! The owner of this power is a being that must be at the top of everything. I can't measure his power. Both Saiyans would come out and they would be expecting by Broly and Deku. So they woke up. That seems excellent to me. Sir, you sure of what you're going to do? You have saved us. First, I must thank you. I don't know what your action is due, but thank you. You're a Saiyan like us, but how do you have such power? Despite not being transformed, you made an extremely overwhelming power. So you realize that's right. I am a Saiyan. In fact, I'm the first Saiyan god and legendary at the same time. Everyone was surprised. However, there was not to be a time to be too surprised, since at that moment, Broly would take out both Saiyans by shooting each of them with a strong blow. If they were able to take on the third most powerful god, Ice Emperor Bayakua, I want to see what they're capable of. The blow he gave us was very well placed and quite accurate. I can't believe the power he possesses. We can't trust this guy, or else we won't be able to make it out alive to tell about it. Goku would go into Super Saiyan Phase 3 Ultra Instinct with the power of a god of destruction, and Vegeta with Ultra Ego. That's right, they began to exchange blows at surprising speed. However, for Broly, it was child's play since he just dodged and evaded his blows. Damn, if you had the power to hit us, you... Goku wouldn't finish his sentence since Broly would have held him by the head, dragging him across the surface. You must not tell me clearly that I will attack you. I'm not so merciful. Vegeta would jump up to help Goku, but he would be useless. Broly was holding each warrior with each of his arms. My power has no comparison. You are nothing more than garbage next to me. Goku and Vegeta would sneak attack Broly, however none of their attacks were effective. That's right, the power of Super Ultra Saiyan God didn't even compare to the power of a king of everything. Goku, with his current powers, won't be able to deal with that guy. You better think fast about a way out, or that bloodthirsty guy will kill you. I know, but I really don't know what I can do. His power is so immense, I can't let go of his grip. Is that all you have? Are you really Saiyans? You two don't look like more than simple insects. Damn it! Don't make fun of us, especially me. I'm the Prince of the Saiyans! Both warriors began to put much more power into their blows. However, Broly's power was so much that with one hand, for each one, he was able to subdue them. Meanwhile, outside of all those universes, there were 12 gods of destruction in their arduous training. That's right, they would not be easy prey for the Saiyan who would have absorbed Zeno-sama's powers. Meanwhile, in Universe 11, there was the god of destruction Vermouth. Margarita, what chance do we have in this coming battle? From what I understand, the Saiyan Goku and Vegeta come from a warrior race. Their power has no limits. I don't know exactly, but we don't have enough power. We'll be destroyed imminently. I can't believe those two Saiyans have the power to make even a king fear him at all. It's incredible. In another universe, to be more exact, at Universe 7, there was Beerus, who would have achieved a transformation that would have increased his power in an incredible way, being at the same with an angel, but not above an angel supreme as was Whis. Sir Beerus, I can tell that his power has grown in an incredible way. Very proud of you and your new power. All this power is to assassinate those two Saiyans, although deep down I don't want to do it. Our orders are from the true kings. That's right, Beerus-sama, we don't have any other choice. But still, those Saiyans were nothing more than a nuisance to us. You're right, Whis. The only thing we have to do is eliminate them so that all the 12 universes enter into peace. Meanwhile, in the King's Palace of Everything, there was a Daishenkin talking with Zeno-sama. My lord, what will we do if the power of those Saiyans rises much higher, and they're able to break the seal? Well, whatever's in our hands, those damned are the only hindrance to our plans. Those damned Saiyans, they've always opposed me. I understand, sir. With your permission, I'm going to raise my power. Daishenkin would leave the kingdom altogether, going to a room which made his power increase in an extremely incredible way. Returning to the battle, Goku and Vegeta were very injured. No matter how they attacked, they were always evaded by the power of the great Broly. I really didn't have to use 50% of my full power. They're ridiculously weak. I haven't even gone into my combat form. What did you say? So all this time, this has only been a game for you. Deku, who was watching the entire battle, it seemed. The power of those Saiyans is impressive. Being able to eliminate most of the supreme gods with the exception of the three most powerful, Broly's being the strongest, he's treating them like children. In another place, there was Hydra that had already covered all her energies. Damn, those bastards will pay me. They won't get away with it. I'll kill them. Now at that precise moment, a new supreme god will arrive. What are you supposed to do here, Ryota? I could feel the great battle you had against those Saiyan gods. Do you come to make fun of me? Of course not. What I come to offer you is an alliance, since like Broly, those two guys are Saiyans. We cannot allow new Saiyan gods to appear wanting to dominate everything. But what are you saying? Do you want to face the great god Broly-sama? With just one of his blows, he is capable of tearing it to pieces. I know, but before facing him, we must drink the blood of the ancient supreme god of death. With this power, we will be invincible warriors, being able to defeat whoever stands in front of us. Ancient supreme god of death? I've never heard of him. Who is he? It's a legend from millions of years ago, who was the one who ruled this entire dimension, and a warrior named Yamoshi was able to exterminate him. But what I found out now is that he was not able to exterminate him without sacrificing something. He lost life that day. How the hell do you want us to bring to life a being that we don't know if he exists? He existed, since I have his essence in my possession. Ryota opened a portal, leaving the terrible essence which was known as the Essence of Slaughter. What the hell is that, Ryota? The power it gives off is incomprehensible. We'll die if we try to master such power. No, Hydra. If we drink the blood of the ancient supreme god, we'll be able to master this power. After a few moments, Ryota was able to convince Hydra. That's right, both gods went out throughout the great universe in search of the blood of the first god of death. At that precise moment, they felt like giant powers were colliding with each other. Damn, that's the power of the great Broly, and he's fighting with those damn Saiyans. Exactly, Hydra. Those three unite, they would be able to end everything that exists in this dimension and the dimension of the normal gods. Both of them, much more determined than before, began to search for the blood of the ancient god of death until they could find it. That's right, when they found it, a silhouette appeared on her forehead. Those who have found a little of my blood, drink it, and you will receive great power. But in exchange, you will have to bring me to life. I always knew that I would meet you again, Father. So, you are Ryota. From what I see, you have done my will. Now do it. Drink my blood, so they will end all that damn Saiyan race. What do you mean, Father? What does this mean, Ryota? Everything I've told you is true, but omit the part where the old god of death was my father. That's why I'm the second most powerful god, and Broly? Broly is the son of the legendary Yamoshi. What the hell did you just say? How is that possible? Millions of years ago, my father named Akinai Heleng was the ruler of everything. That's right, my powerful father has no rival. Until one day a powerful warrior came to confront him. He called himself Yamoshi, the father of the Saiyans. Their battle was legendary. It lasted a few days, both almost unlimited powers. But that damn Saiyan increased his power much more while the battle was going on. That's right, he no longer had any more power. He decided to detonate to take my father along with the... I can't believe it! But why did two subjects with such great powers face each other? At that moment, lightning would strike the ground, and the sky would become thunderous. You will drink my blood, or not, pathetic god. I'm sorry, sir, of course. And these are also fed up with all these damn Saiyans. Both warriors drank the blood of the ancient god of death. However, at that moment, Hydra would feel something strange in his being. What's happening to me? I'm sorry, Hydra. It's not personal. You're just collateral damage, but I'll do your will. We'll finish off one of those Saiyans. At that moment, a great explosion was present. However, all the power of the supreme god Hydra would have been absorbed by said source. Just a little more and I'll wake up completely. Returning to the battlefield, both Saiyans were not able to fight as a team to face said Saiyan. Taioken! Goku would leave Broly without vision for a few moments. At that precise moment, he would take Vegeta and teleport to another place. What are you doing, Kakarot? No matter how much we hide our ki, that guy will find us and tear us apart. I can't believe all his power. We'll not allow it. We'll use the fusion. I still keep that Potra of that Supreme Kaioshin gave us. I'm not given to merge with you, damn insect. Damn it, Vegeta! It's the only way that we have against that monster, since we have not even fighted together with it. Are you sure, Kakarot, that if we merge, we'll be able to defeat him? I'm not sure about this. What I'm sure about is that if we obtain a power we'll never seen before. What they didn't know was that Broly was only testing them, but he wasn't being friendly at all. So they thought he wanted to kill them, and at that moment he found them. They have no escape. It'll be their end. Take this damn... Broly would have changed to a large sphere of ki, with the intention that these, due to the desperation of dying, increase his powers more. Throw it at me quickly, insect! Goku would throw the Potra pendant at him. Now, yes! We'll be able to eliminate this dam! Both warriors came together, giving birth to the powerful Vegito. At that moment, all the universes of said dimension trembled, making the gods feel such terrible power. What the hell? This power is perhaps that of two Saiyans! I can't believe it! In all the universes, they were comments similar to that of the Ice Emperor Bayakua. What the hell is going on? I feel the ki of a completely powerful being near those Saiyans. Not even their power outshines them. Who is it? His power doesn't lose against mine. Vegito would touch the great sphere of power with his hands, starting to run with this. What? I can't believe it! At that moment, Vegeta would kick him, throwing him off the planet from which they were fighting. Broly would observe a new warrior. They would not observe Goku or Vegeta. Who are you? And what did you do with the two Saiyans? Kakarot and Vegito decided to form a single being. I'm the fusion of both, and the name is Vegito. The power of those two was so great that their union would form a warrior of such power. I can't believe it. However, a powerful blow would take Broly out of his thoughts. Vegito began to attack without warning. Broly, having now raised his power, was in a few troubles. Damn it. This bastard's putting pressure on me in an incredible way. I can't believe it. Take this cursed feeling of power of a Saiyan King! Eliminator attack of the great Vegito! Vegeta would have loaded a large sphere in his hands with the energy of the king of everything. Said attack was capable of eliminating a being much more powerful than him. Deku was watching this entire battle would be surprised. Mister, dodge that attack! I can feel the power of a king of everything in that incredible technique! However, he wouldn't have given him time. The attack hit him squarely. The veins of Broly's body were popping. It was obvious that he was making an effort. I realize you're a worthy opponent, but how about this? Broly would raise a large part of his power, managing to stop little by little. I can't believe what I'm seeing. He's stopping a king's attack completely with his hands. Broly would send the attack flying. With a loud shout, it began to increase his power in an overwhelming way. Broly was raising his power in an incredible way, causing multiple dimensional cracks to be created all over the space. It's amazing how the power of the Supreme God, even with the fusion, I'm not sure I could beat it. Broly would have finished raising his power. His hair would have turned silver. Broly had gone into combat form, with which he was able to face all the Supreme Gods except the second and third, since these had a similar power. Who the hell are you? What have you done with the Saiyans I was fighting with? So you didn't notice. Well, I'm the fusion of both Saiyans. I'm Vegito, and this is Vegito Ultra Instinct. Vegito would go Ultra Instinct, surprising Broly and Deku, who was watching this battle. How is it possible that two Saiyans from the world outside have so much power? It is a fucking nightmare. I see that with you, I have to use a large part of my power. I hope I'm prepared. Broly, having gone into combat form, he was confident. Meanwhile, outside that dimension, were all the gods with his rigorous training, in Universe 11 was the Destroyer God Vermouth training together with his angel Margarita. Margarita, we have trained enough for today. I think we can give ourselves a decent rest. Of course not, Mr. Vermouth. The existence of the 12 universes is at stake. If we are not powerful enough, we'll die. If we don't rest enough, we won't be able to make our ki recover quickly. Margarita would accept that the god of the Destroyer Vermouth has her rest. However, she was a bit upset, and Vermouth had noticed this attitude that the angel was having. Everything was similar in the 12 universes, and this was all because Zeno-sama's negative power was flowing through the 12 universes, affecting the fundamental pillars of each universe. Meanwhile, on Earth, all of those were normal months had passed since what happened. The only one who continued to train hard was Goten, who had the hope of being able to return to his father. I need a training partner, but I don't know who to tell. At that moment, he would feel the ki of Trunks, who would leave that place at a great speed. At that moment of meeting him, they began to talk. Long time no see, Trunks. How have you been? Hello, Goten. Very good, and you? A little boring. I want my father to come back from the planet so that he could train with me. So that's what these bastards told you? What do you mean, Goten? Those cursed locked up my father and Mr. Vegeta in the room of time because they believed they were a threat. No, I can't believe it. They wouldn't be able to do this to our parents. It's the truth, Goten. You better not train so that when they come out, I know they'll be proud of our powers. It seems good to me. So that's why no one wanted to talk about my dad. We'll become very powerful, being able to make them proud. Meanwhile, on the planet of Beerus, he was training, since he had to manage to obtain a new transformation which was able to overcome all the gods of destruction and being at 50% of power of Daishenken before he trained. That's right, Daishenken at the end of his training had also achieved abysmal power, being on par with the Super King of all. Returning to the dimension, both warriors began with a great battle. Both were very even and very injured at that moment. A strong rumble was felt through the multiverse. It was nothing more than Vegeta's power. Since Zeno-sama's essence was merging with it, Broly felt like Vegeta's power, instead of decreasing, was increasing. What the hell? How can she raise his power like that without an emerging transformation? Is he also a legendary Super Saiyan? Vegito kept screaming, raising his power in a terrifying way, causing disasters all over the place. Daiku was trembling at feeling such a beastly power. Sir, the power of this individual has already surpassed all the gods, being able to eliminate them with a single blow except the three most powerful. Elsewhere, the Ice Emperor King Bayakua was surprised by the battle that was taking place far away from his universe. That battle is on another planet. I can't believe it. The power of those Saiyans is absurdly incredible. So they weren't using all of their power. Meanwhile, with the Supreme God Riota, he managed to convince each Supreme God to destroy Broly. However, what he was doing was giving his father much more power and being able to master the Massacre energy. When Ryota's father absorbed the last Supreme God, a light would make all those multiverses illuminate with a great light. What the hell? Another great power has appeared, but unlike Broly and that Saiyan, he's pure evil. But from one moment to another, all that majestic power had disappeared. Akiyani Helang had disappeared with all his ki to be able to master all that bestial power. Akiel and his son would go to different universes to master the new powers. Father, what will our first move be? The first thing we need to find out is how powerful Yamoshi's descendant has become. He's the most powerful god among the 12 supreme gods that existed, but I doubt that his power compares with his. At that moment, they also felt the collisions of their fists. Whose other power is this? It's a new Saiyan that has come to this multiverse. I see. So if we have to train hard to be able to face them. Father and son began to train to increase their powers greatly. Returning to the battle, Broly had already decided to end it. Your power is incredible, but you still lack the power to match for me, the legendary Ultra Super Saiyan God. Broly increased his power much more, where he even had muscles grow even more. However, with his large size, he retained incredible speed, since in a few microseconds, he was able to deliver a strong blow to Vegito that would leave him out of harm's way combat. You're the second most powerful guy I've ever faced. Broly would return to his base state. However, he also received great damage in the battle. After a few days in which Vegeta would wake up, they would unfuse, becoming Goku and Vegeta again. So they woke up. So they know. I don't want to kill them. I just want to know how far their power goes. I understand. Sorry for attacking you. Don't worry, they're very powerful. But that fusion is their trick up their sleeve, since the power they generate is incredible. But tell me, what brings you to the world of the Supreme Gods? We were imprisoned by the great Priest Daishenken and Zeno-sama. I see, so those insects are still alive. Zeno-sama's good for nothing. Goku began to tell everything that happened to Broly, which he would understand. Now I understand everything. You, being of the same race and not having negative energy, are welcome to this universe whenever you want. Goku and Vegeta would raise their power by returning to the Room of Time. That's right, from that place, they began to increase their powers in an incredible way, managing to open a dimension towards the Tremor of Kami-sama. However, when they left, all they felt is a ki absurdly powerful. All the gods, angels, and high priests and the king of everything managed to perceive such power that would make all the 12 universes shudder. Goten and Trunks, feeling the ki of their parents, went quickly to the place of Kami-sama. After a few minutes, they would arrive. Goten would run to hug his father, just like Trunks would do to Vegeta. I missed you so much, Dad. Forgive me for not being able to do anything when those bastards betrayed you. A long time without seeing you, Goten. I can feel how you've become very powerful. I'm very proud of you. Hello, Dad. Long time no see. My mom had told me that you were training on the planet of Mr. Beerus. That damn insect will pay me. But Trunks, your power has grown in a surprising way. It filled me with pride that you're my son. At that moment, Beerus, the Destroyer God of Universe 7, would appear in front of all of them. So they managed to get out of that place. Apparently they are hard to kill. Damn monkeys. I'm surprised how even with the High Priest's seal you are able to get out of said dimension. You really are two warriors of great powers. On this occasion, I'll finish with you two damned. Let's see if you can, damn it. I highly doubt it. That moment, Beerus began to increase his power in an incredible way, causing the entire Universe 7 to tremble. However, when Goku felt how Beerus was raising his power in an incredible way, an air wave would send him off planet Earth, since it is said place where they would still see people who had not betrayed him. Here in space, if you can unleash all your power, go ahead. Damn, I hope you don't regret what you're doing. Beerus again began to increase his power in a scary way. Beerus would have passed to the new transformation of him with 100% of all his power. Now praise the power of a super god of destruction! Ha ha ha! Damn insect, your power is pathetic! Don't worry, Kakarot, I'll take care of this clown. Vegeta would go off of the Ultra Ego, which he would be able to surprise Beerus and Whis with his power that he gave off. Whis also wanted to pounce on Vegeta, but at that moment, Goku would take him by the arm, giving him a strong blow that he was not able to dodge, throwing thousands of kilometers through that universe. How could he hit me? This can't be true. At that moment, a great battle would begin between the most powerful deities of Universe 7. However, despite the fact that Whis and Beerus had trained, they were no match for the Saiyans, who were only playing with them. Goku, kill them! You have no choice, and when all this is over, you will revive them with the Super Dragon Balls. All their energy is corrupted. Currently, there's nothing that can be done. I understand, Zen-chan. I'm sorry, Whis-san. Was the best teacher I could have, but now everything ends. Divine Punisher! Goku would launch a tiny sphere of ki, which would cause Whis to disintegrate, leaving no trace of it. Beerus would be surprised to witness how Son Goku had ended Whis' life without any effort. How could a mortal end the life of a guardian angel? This is amazing. I can't believe it. However, at that moment, a voice would echo from his back. This is also your end, Beerus. If you never intended to kill us, we'll revive you with the Super Dragon Balls. But if your intention was always to kill us, you'll stay in the other world forever. At that moment, the Daishinkan would arrive along with 11 remaining gods of destruction, where everyone was surprised to realize that Beerus, the most powerful god of all, had been easily defeated. At that precise moment, the Daishinkan began to raise all his power in a way of bestial, since he was going to fight seriously from the beginning. Daishinkan would continue to raise his power in an incredible, amazing way, making even all the universes tremble while he raised all his power. Even with all this power, I won't be able to defeat that dam. I better absorb the energy of all these dam. It's for the greater good. Daishinkan, by raising all his power, an angelic light was noticed throughout the universe. I'm sorry, gods and angels, but now you will be a part of my power. Keychains, divine rapture. Some chains of dark energy were entangled in all those present. Father, but what are you supposed to be doing? I'm sorry, Whis, but if not even the most powerful god was able to face it, do you think you can do it? I don't know if I can do it with my power. For that reason, I will keep all your powers. These Saiyans will annihilate everything. We should not have trusted you. Only if I allow it. Daishinkan finished absorbing everyone's power. Now if I wait for you damn mortals to be ready, I will make you feel the greatest agony you have ever felt. I will kill you until you beg me to end your miserable lives. You are cursed! You and the Zeno-sama of the future are behind all this! I can't believe how scum you are to be able to kill your own descendants! Those bastards were nothing more than a source of my power. Now they will feel the true terror! It won't be so! Vegeta's mouth had been silenced by a strong blow. Daishinkan was able to hit him even though he was with Ultra Ego. Vegeta was not able to dodge several sneaky blows that Daishinkan was giving him. Vegeta was surprised by the power that this cursed man had achieved in this time. The power of Daishinkan had risen in a surprising way, and both Goku and Vegeta would realize this. Damn worm, I'll not let you get away with it. I'll see that you have great power, but it will not be enough to defeat me. Vegeta began to attack Daishinkan. However, with the power that he had absorbed, he was far superior to Vegeta. He was no match for this being. Vegeta, if you do not use all your power, you'll be no match for that wretch who preferred to absorb all his loved ones instead of accepting defeat. Don't give me orders, you damn insect. But you're right. I'll use everything I have on this wretch. Vegeta began to increase his power in an amazing way. Vegeta at an incredible speed would go to the powerful Ultra Ego Phase 3, with which all the universes were affected by such power. Even the power of this would reach the Forbidden Universes. I can't believe it! The power of those Saiyans, is it a much good? And apparently they were not fused. This is the power of only one of them. In a very remote part, Ryota was training with his father. They would also feel this great power. That power is incredible, and apparently it's from the other universes. It's impossible for a power to reach this dimension. Apparently, the beings in these millions of years have evolved in an incredible way, reaching great powers. But even so, they will not be rivals for us, since we're prodigies, and we have to fulfill an even greater dream, even if it costs us our own lives. Returning to Universe 7, Daishinkan and the Princess Saiyans Vegeta were having a great battle. They were hitting each other at surprising speeds. There was no clear winner to be seen, however Vegeta would give him a powerful blow in the face to Daishinkan. But at that moment, a laugh would rumble throughout the universe. This power is amazing. Your attacks alone are tickling me. I don't feel anything, damn. Now, do you want to just caress my face? That's how you attack. Daishinkan, from one moment to the next, would deal a strong blow to Vegeta, who almost dodged it. However, the planet behind it would be left in rubble. But what? The power of his blow is overwhelming. This cursed has turned into a monster. Vegeta will never be able to fight Daishinkan. The power level is like heaven and earth. All that damn wanted was to give him hope and then break all of Vegeta's pride. Goku, Daishinkan's power is increasing. From what I can tell from my counterpart in the way, it's better between the two of them to finish off Daishinkan. Because if Daishinkan is so powerful, I can't even imagine how powerful he became, that damned. Goku would step forward with the intention of intervening in the battle, but at that moment Vegeta would yell, "Do not interfere, Kakarot! I'll take care of this dim, even if I have to end my life." That's right, Vegeta was going to sacrifice himself. Vegeta would take Daishinkan and begin to increase his power in an incredible way. His whole body was charging with energy. How pathetic all mortals can be. Do you think that with a pathetic power, your final explosion will do something to me? You will die in vain. I hope to see that. Let's see what you think when I use my detonation at maximum power. Daishinkan was confident, but after a few moments his face changed to a worried one when he observed how Vegeta's determination did not give way. Do you plan to explode? You will not be able to kill me. Now you start to shake. I hope you're so sure when I detonate all my power. Vegeta already managed to collect a large part of power from him. Vegeta would rise into the air. Kakarot, take care of Trunks, please. Divine multiversal final explosion. Die! Dad, Please don't do it! Trunks would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, going to rescue his father. However, Goten would grab him tightly. We can't get close. His simple pressures can end our lives. You've always been my partner, my friend, my greatest rival. I'll not allow you to die, Vegeta! Total armor of a king of everything! Divine protective seal! An explosion lit up that whole universe. The life of a great warrior was about to go out. The life of the Princess Saiyans was about to come to an end. The proudest warrior in Universe 7, while this explosion was happening, it would be said to be Vegeta. I see. That's how it feels to die for someone else. Now I understand you, Kakarot. I hope to see you again in the afterlife. But at that moment, when everything seemed lost for the Prince of the Saiyans, a sphere of ki covered his entire body. That's right, the technique that Goku would have executed was activated at the precise moment to save Vegeta. How are you, Vegeta? Damn insect, so you saved me at the last moment. Or at least I destroyed that damn... Everyone was shocked when they heard a loud scream. Ah, ha, ha! Damn monkey! I swear that all this pain will return to you multiplied by 100. I can't believe how that damn guy endured all this explosion. Meanwhile, in the king's palace of everything was Zeno-sama. So Daishinken is having problems. Apparently, if I have to fight, it's time to access my combat form. Zeno-sama's guardians approached him. For the protection of this entire multiverse and the orders of the King of Everything, we give him all our power. With this power, no one will be a match for me. Zeno-sama began to absorb the power of his guardians. The King of the Whole had the ability to give power to their guardians, but also form a single being. At that time, only the 12 universes felt such a tremor. Several timelines that felt that power, including the beings of the Forbidden Universes. What the hell happens now? Why is everything shaking, and this pressure in the air from who is it? The power of the great Zeno-sama. I can't believe it. If he has transformed, that means he comes immediately. If I don't finish off these Saiyans, he'll exterminate me. Daishinken would go on the attack. I have to finish you now. I must not die at the hands of the King of Everything. Goku would go Ultra Instinct Phase 3 Heavenly, but even with that power, he was no match for Daishinken. However, this was not his purpose. Goku wanted to give him a strong blow to merge with Vegeta. Get this! All Saiyan King Eliminator Attack! The sound of a dragon resounded through that universe, and an immense dragon emerged from Goku's fist. Daishinken was trying to stop it even with his own body, but it was impossible. The condensed power was overwhelming. Goku would communicate telepathically with Vegeta. Vegeta, put on a Potara earring. Zeno-sama's approaching at an incredible speed, and even if we fight together, we'll be no match for him. You're just messing, your Kakarot. Get away from that dam. Let's merge. Goku managed to hit him by sending him flying at the beginning of Universe 7. At that moment, in the distance, Daishinken would observe how a light illuminated the entire immense universe, and a power that did not lose against that of Zeno-sama would be present. But now what happens? That power is as big as mine. Who is the new guy that has appeared? It easily obscures the presence of Daishinken. Daishinken would arrive at the battle site observing an imposing new warrior. Who the hell are you? I'm the fusion of Kakarot and Vegeta, and I'm in charge of killing you. Vegeta would not trust himself and would go Ultra Instinct with maximum power, even combining Vegeta's Ultra Ego with just 3 simple blows, he cut off the flow of energy to Daishinken. What the hell did you do to me? I can't release my power. I have sealed your main ki veins. You'll not be able to increase your power unless you fix said ki paths. Daishinken would launch himself furiously at Vegito. However, this was an extremely incredible speed that would give such a great blow which would make him writhe in pain. I never wanted to kill you, priest, but if Zeno-sama arrives and the two of them fight against me, it would be a big problem. Now you're not an opponent for me. Daishinken tried to give him a powerful blow, but at that moment, Vegeta would teleport behind him, going through his entire mouth with a strong blow, causing Daishinken to fall to the brink of death. This is your end. You should have never have sided with that evil Zeno-sama. Death! Big Bang Kamehameha! Increase 100 times! Vegeto's attack was so powerful that even Zeno-sama, who was about to arrive in approximately 5 minutes, was able to observe such a detonation. Goten, Trunks, get out of this place. The battle that's coming is on another level and I don't want you to get involved. Goten and Trunks would pay attention. Going to planet Earth, Vegeta would launch a sphere of ki to the planet, protecting it from all outside attacks. At that moment, Zeno-sama would arrive on the battlefield. So you are the dark fusion of Goku and Vegeta. Those damn monkeys are always causing problems. But for now, I will kill all of you. Simple, thoughtless apes. Meanwhile, in the Forbidden Universes, the only 4 overgods left alive were surprised by the power that the said other universes battle was taking place. The power of that fusion is at my 95% power. It's incredible. I can't believe it. It can't be true, my lord. You're the descendant of the great Yamoshi. But it is. You're not beings that I can see below my shoulder. Returning to the battlefield, both warriors were staring at each other, and they were about to start a great battle that would decide everything in those 12 universes. But what they did not know was that an even more powerful warrior was stalking them. A battle never seen before was about to begin. That's right, the battle of the most powerful beings of those multiverses was about to begin. However, from the shadows, the ancient god of death was watching them. That's right, the god had left the Forbidden Universes because he wanted to end with the being that could bring him a problem in the future. I will wait until both are out of energy and on the verge of death, and at that moment, I will annihilate both of them. At that precise moment, a crack would begin that caused the entire universe. That's right, the clash of their fists had begun, causing everything around them to be destroyed, with the exception of the planet Earth. The power of Vegeta was so much that even withstood all that. Surprised with the powerful Broly and Susanoo, both subjects were very surprised to feel their clash of fists to their universes. The power of both guys is so much that they even make my castle to be destroyed. I find this unbelievable. My lord, don't you think it'd be better if we went to that place? You're right. It's the wisest thing to do. But at that moment, they felt the power of Susanoo rise to the maximum. Broly a little surprised since the ancient god Susanoo was a peaceful being, and in the same way he was in the limits of the universe, Daiku and Broly would get going. Returning to the battle, Vegito and Zeno-sama was very evenly matched. That is, being a negative entity, his body was able to store much more power of darkness. Meanwhile, inside the body of Vegito, the voice of Zeno-sama could be heard. Vegito, being part of the consciousness of my friend Goku, I'm able to communicate with you. You must quickly finish with that guy and run away, because there's much more powerful being that's stalking you. Are you sure of what you're telling me, Zeno-sama? I don't feel any evil presence. Trust me, it's a being that even surpasses the power of my counterpart. Vegito at that moment would be a little worried, because if a being that powerful surpassed his counterpart, was stalking them, then it'd be something to fear. At that moment, Vegito began to take the battle much more seriously and try not to spend so much energy. Meanwhile, in the limits of the universe was Susanoo, and at that moment, Broly and Deku arrived. Second most powerful god Susanoo, what the hell's going on? Why is the sudden increase in your power? We've been deceived by that damn Riota. I don't understand you. Explain yourself. The ancient god of death. That being was able to kill Yamoshi. The most powerful Saiyan known to date has been released. But how is that possible? Are you sure of what you're affirming? Susanoo at that moment would indicate a ruins, which only 2 beings were able to invoke them. The ancient Saiyan god Yamoshi and the ancient god of death, Psyche. Broly at that moment felt a chill go through his body. But I don't understand why you expelled your power like that. We have been sealed in these multiverses. The ancient god of death considers the Saiyan that's fighting with the king of everything a megaversal danger. You've deduced it in an excellent way, so that we do not interfere. He has sealed us in these universes. Even though I'm an ancient god, I am Broly, the Super Saiyan legendary god. My power is unlimited. I'll destroy these useless barriers. Broly at that moment would begin to increase his power in an overwhelming way. Meanwhile, with Vegito and Zeno-sama, the battle was reaching its climax, so Vegeta's power, was overcoming him little by little. Zeno-sama, not having so much experience in combat, did not control the wear of energy. At that moment, Vegeta would use a little more of his power since he wanted to finish him quickly. Vegeta would use techniques of murder, which Susanoo taught him, leaving Zeno-sama very wounded. After approximately 25 minutes of battle, Zeno-sama had already lost more than half of all his power. Vegeta was about to end the life of Zeno-sama, but at that moment a murderous aura would fall all over that place. That's right, the power of Psyche had appeared and an array of energy would end with Zeno-sama. However, his attack had been special, as it turned out that he turned him into simple dust, leaving no trace of its existence. Vegito, run away! Run away! You don't stand a chance against that guy! Vegeta at an impressive speed would begin to move across the universe. You think you can run away from me, the ancient god of death? Don't be pathetic. Psyche in only 2 seconds was able to reach Vegito, who would be surprised by the speed of that guy. Don't you value your life? You should have run farther. Now I'll end your life. Vegito, no matter what, would get into a battle pose. That's right, his body was not able to take the initiative to finish, since the aura of that guy in front of him looked like that of a giant, which stole all his power. What the hell are you? I can't believe that there's someone with power like yours. Psyche at that moment would begin to approach Vegito, who had his guard ready. However, he was not able to observe the 1,000 blows that Psyche gave him in a matter of seconds. Psyche, with a strong kick, would send him to crash into a planet. My name's Psyche, and I'm the ancient god of death of the Forbidden Universes. My son Riota, or rather was, since I made him part of my power, but he was able to be part of that being that'll rule everything. And finally, I'll be able to finish with the cursed descendants of Yamoshi. I have the necessary power to finish with Broly. Psyche at that moment would begin to massacre Vegito, who was not able to do anything to him. Vegito in a moment was able to give him a blow. However, at that moment of touching his aura, his bones would sound, making contact with the pressure of that subject. The spirit of Vegito was strong, being the fusion of the most powerful Saiyans of all universes, but even the spirit of Vegeta was being torn to pieces. That's right, he couldn't understand the massive energy that was in front of him returning to the Forbidden Universe. The veins of Broly's body seemed to explode. That's right, his power was increasing to incredible levels, being able to crack some of his barriers. Broly was about to reach his limit. However, at that very moment, in his mind, he was able to observe his ancestor Yamoshi. My son, my offspring, you have enough power to be able to destroy those barriers, and you're not alone. I trust you with my power. At that moment, Broly's power would be restored almost immediately, and that was not all, since the power of Ultra Instinct had reached a new level. That's right, the power that it gave off was amazing. Broly, with a loud scream, had been able to destroy all the barriers that Psyche had placed in the universe. Broly and Susanoo began to fly at a high speed towards the great battle. Deku would stay in their universes because his power was not enough to help in this battle. The speed of both subjects was so fast that it even distorted the realities themselves. At that moment, they were able to reach the battlefield. They'd be surprised since they were able to observe the imposing warrior who was able to defeat all the supreme gods together. He was totally slaughtered on the ground and on the verge of death. It seems to me that the son of the cursed Yamoshi has the little potential. I can see that you're able to destroy mana energy capabilities. Broly at that moment would throw him a furtive blow which would send Psyche flying hundreds of meters through the universe. Broly would quickly take Vegito, throwing him to Susanoo. At that moment, Susanoo, with one of his divine techniques, would be able to make Vegito recover from all his wounds. But in the same way, at that moment, the fusion would end. The power Vegito had used had surpassed the power of his earrings. How can we defeat that guy? He was able to even humiliate Vegito! Vegeta didn't say anything since he was terrified. That's right, Vegeta was the one who had suffered a trauma, knowing that this guy was even more powerful than evil Zeno-sama, not being able to move a single finger. You're right, the power of that guy is incredible, but if we don't defeat him now, no one will be able to do it, and he'll destroy everything in existence.
We can't allow that. We'll finish with the existence of that damned...
Broly and Psyche were a little evenly matched, but what Broly didn't know was that Psyche was only using 40% of all his power. That's right, 40% was more than enough to have a battle with Broly, the most powerful being known up to that moment. Goku, my friend, there's a last hope for you to be able to end the life of this guy, but it's very risky.
I don't care which one it is. As long as I'm able to end the life of that bastard, I can't allow him to destroy everything you've built.
If things get complicated, I'll let you know telepathically. I have faith that between the four of us, we'll be able to defeat him. Now at that moment, Goku would pass through Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct with the power of Zeno-sama. This one would throw a small sphere of energy to Vegeta, which was a part of the power of Zeno-sama. I, the Prince of the Saiyans, and I'll let this cursed one kill my son Trunks. I plan to destroy him right here, even if it's my turn to sacrifice myself. Vegeta would go Ultra Ego Phase 3 with Susanoo, would increase his power to the maximum. The moment all would be launched against Psyche, which to everyone's surprise would begin to dodge their blows in an incredible way. From one moment to another, to each of them, and would give them a great blow, without thinking twice would throw them a large sphere of energy, which would explode, leaving them with some wounds. No matter how many ants unite to defeat me, they'll never be able to defeat a dinosaur like me. My power is much greater than theirs.
No matter how many ants we are, if all these ants unite, they could kill a dinosaur like you.
I'll finish with one of your hopes, until the only thing you feel is terror. Psyche at that moment increased his power to 55% of all his power, being able to put all the warriors in great trouble. That's right, his power had grown in an overwhelming way that had been completely overcome. The power of this guy's really another level. His power is not able to be compared to anything or anyone. I have used all my assassination techniques, and none of them have had any effect. It's as if his body had received much more lethal attacks than the ones I'm granting him. Psyche at that moment would get tired of games, starting to leave each one of the present ones out of combat. At that moment, he would leave Goku out of combat, and this one in his mind would observe Zeno-sama.
Zed-chan, what happened?
They've been defeated. Are you ready to use the last method?
That's right, I'm ready.
With this method, I don't know if your ki veins will explode since it's a power beyond anything known.
If I'm going to save you all, I don't care.
As king of all, I grant the omnipotent power to this mortal named Goku. Omnipotent seal activated. Goku at that moment would stand up and begin to increase his power in such an amazing way that it seemed his power had no limit. Son Goku's body was releasing an incredible energy. That's right, his body would begin to glow, leading everyone surprised by the power that Son Goku was reaching. However, Psyche would not give so much importance because compared to his power, it was still not enough. Psyche at that time would begin to walk towards Vegeta. That's right, because he had planned to annihilate him, but not before torturing him.
Stop, damn dent!
That's right, Son Goku's body was taking an impressive form. With a loud scream, Goku would make Psyche retreat with a sonic wave. That seemed like the roar of a beast. Son Goku's appearance had changed. That's right, his power had increased in a great way, but the greatest change was his appearance, since the upper part of his whole body had a shiny silver fur, which made him look like a celestial and angelic being. That's right, Son Goku's power had transcended to what goes beyond a king at all. He had been able to reach the omnipotence. I don't know what the hell happened to you, but just because you've grown a little more fur on your body won't change anything.
That's what you think! Now I'm called Son Goku, the Z-Angel!
Psyche would take a few steps back because many millions of years ago, the legend had been told that reaching the power of an Angel Z was impossible. The Angel Z had the ability to destroy anything and create anything he wished. Don't say stupid things, that's impossible for someone like you.
I don't care if you believe me, I'll finish you right now. Goku in a few milliseconds was able to give him hundreds of blows, which left Psyche badly wounded. In a moment, Goku began to hit him using only his tail. That's right, this time Goku's power had surpassed Psyche by dozens of times. I have millions of years more than you, so I have much more experience. Let's see what you think about this. Psyche at that moment would increase his power in such a way that in the same way the whole universe would begin to tremble. However, Goku would increase his level to the same level as his opponent to counteract the massive destruction. No matter what you do, this moment will be the day of your death, so you better be prepared. At that moment that Psyche had finished increasing his power, he would launch himself to attack the guy that would be surprised. And Psyche was not the only one. All the others would be equally surprised when observing Goku in the same place. That's right, not even with his hidden power, he was able to confront him, since Goku had stopped his fist with his tail. Damn it! This can't be happening. You're a mere mortal. You even ended your son's life. You only care about yourself while I bear the responsibility of this whole multiverse. That's why I'm not allowed to lose. Goku at that moment would begin to massacre Psyche, who on this occasion was the one who could not do anything. I can't believe that Kakarot's power had increased to that level. The power he possesses is impressive, but what he said is true. His ki veins will explode, since the omnipotent power of Angel Z is impossible to withstand. You're wrong. The power he can be supported. The impossible thing is to activate it. He should have sacrificed everything, because if he had that power before, he would not have hesitated to use it. Kakarot, you're the most powerful warrior I've ever known, so I'm sure you won't die. I trust you, Kakarot! Goku and Psyche would continue exchanging blows, which Psyche was getting used to Goku's fighting style with each passing moment of the battle. Damn it! This bastard is starting to get used to this power. After all, he must be considered a being of immense power. What's wrong, Saiyan? Have you run out of energy reserves? That'd be impossible since Angel Z possesses unlimited power. Goku would increase his power again, but this time many of his bones would thunder. That's right, some of his bones were broken. Goku, without caring, would begin to give him the most powerful blows he could, since he knew that he could not maintain the power of Angel Z for much longer. After 7 minutes of battle, Goku would begin to charge a powerful attack which would define the battle. And in the same way, Psyche would begin to charge a great attack. Receive this! This attack carries all the hope of the universe! Galactic Fury! No matter what you say or do, your power is insufficient to defeat me! Destroyer of Gods! Both attacks began to collide, destroying the planets around them. That is, the only planet that was still safe was planet Earth, because when Goku activated the power of Angel Z, he had given a great part of his power to the planet he wanted to protect. After a few moments, the attacks had exploded, and when a great curtain of smoke and fire was formed, Goku would charge all the energy he had left in a last blow. That's right, Goku would execute his formidable dragon attack, which Psyche, not being prepared, would be caught imminently. I'll not die! Psyche, in spite of being destroyed by that great attack, was putting up resistance. Goku would send all that was left of energy returning at that moment to its base state, and being out of combat, the great dragon to receive the remaining energy of Son Goku became immense, being able to destroy that subject. That moment, everything around him was wrapped in flames and thunder, as the attack had been devastating. Right after that moment, Vegeta would approach where Goku was, giving him some of his energy, but he didn't react. In that case, Vegeta would take Goku in his arms. If you could please gather the Super Dragon Balls and restore all the universe, I'll stay with Kakarot. Both Supreme Gods would do what the Prince of the Saiyans had asked. After a few hours, everything destroyed by the evil Zeno-sama until the battle that had ended had been restored. No matter how long it takes, I'll be with you, you damn insect. After a few moments, all the gods would gather at the palace of Zeno-sama, bowing to Vegeta. At that moment, Beerus would step forward. We are sorry for everything that's happened. The mind control of the King of Everything was so powerful that it made us do things that we didn't want to do. That's no longer important, but I want you to train and become the most powerful gods of all the multiverses in existence. As you command, Vegeta-sama. All the gods would go to their respective universes and would begin to train since one of the new kings of everything had ordered it. It had already been approximately 10 years since that great battle, in which the gods were compared to the power of the supreme gods. Broly as well as Susanoo had returned to observe how Goku was doing, who did not give any answer. Vegeta at that time would continue with his training, being able to reach the powerful Super Saiyan Phase 4, and in his most powerful transformation, he was able to combine his Ultra Ego Doctrine with Phase 4. Kakarot, I want you to wake up and see how powerful I've become. At that moment, an incredible power would be felt in the back of Vegeta, who would be surprised since that power seemed that even surprised him. You're right, you have become much more powerful, but I doubt very much that you'd be able to surpass me. Damn insect, until you wake up! At that very moment, both Saiyans would begin a great battle that would shake the 12 universes, even the universes of the Forbidden Universes. Until finally the day has come. Son Goku is awakened. Broly and Susanoo had quickly headed towards where the great battle was coming from. By the time they'd arrived, they had both able to observe all the gods who were surprised. Son Goku has finally awakened, but his power is amazing. I thought that being unconscious for so many years, his power would diminish. Well, apparently we were all wrong, Mr. Beerus, because Mr. Goku's power is much more powerful than Mr. Vegeta's. Or on this occasion, I should call them the kings of everything. Both Saiyans would continue exchanging blows, and no clear winner could be observed. Vegeta, you've become very powerful. I don't know what happened all this time, but you're an excellent ruler. You don't have to remind me, I'm the Prince of the Saiyans. Obviously, I'll be an excellent ruler. The battle of both the Saiyans would last approximately 2 more hours, in which both supreme gods would create powerful barriers, so that nothing of their exterior would be destroyed. It's time to finish the battle! I agree with you, insect. Both Saiyans at that precise moment flew at their maximum speed, one against the other, giving each other a furtive blow which would be able to knock them both out of combat. Well, it looks like this has ended in a draw. I didn't think Mr. Goku would be able to match the power of the king of all Vegeta, who has trained ever since Mr. Goku was knocked out in that battle. After a few hours, Goku and Vegeta would wake up and begin to talk about everything that happened and how their energy veins were recovering from the time they had been out of combat. Mr. Goku, I sincerely apologize for everything that's happened. We were manipulated. Don't worry, Whis. I knew you guys weren't capable of doing that to us without being manipulated. Mr. Goku, don't you want to go to Earth? That's right, Whis. At this very moment, I was planning to go. Don't rush, insect. I want to go too. Goku and Vegeta would arrive with teleportation, leaving everyone surprised by the presence of Goku. At that moment, Chi-Chi would approach Goku. My Goku! After so many years, you've returned. I'm sorry, Chi-Chi, for making you wait so long. Father, I knew you would wake up. I never gave up hope. Goku at that moment would begin to tell everything that had happened to his friends, who would understand everything that had happened in all that time. Kakarot, you missed something very important. We're now the kings of everything. Goku would be very surprised by what Vegeta said. That's right, my friend Goku. I would love for you and Vegeta to be the new kings of everything, because you'll be excellent rulers. I trust you. If that's what your request is, Zen-chan, I'll fulfill it, so don't worry. Thank you, my friend Goku. Goku and Vegeta would begin to have a great feast. That's right, Bulma had prepared one of the best meals for Goku and Vegeta. At that moment, Gotenks would arrive. That's right, Goten and Trunks had merged and would access the Ultra Instinct Phase 3. Dad, this is our power! I'm very proud of you. At the end of everything, both Saiyans would return to the Palace of the Whole since they had to control all the 12 universes and become much more powerful for some multiversal level threat. Are you ready, Vegeta, to be the new kings of everything? That's right. I'm always ready for everything. Gogeta floated in the sky, surrounded by the imposing energy of his new form. The stars seemed to pale before the intensity of his blue radiance as Takami recovered from the initial impact and adopted a defensive posture. What kind of transformation is this? This is the power of those who fight for something greater than themselves. With a flash, Gogeta disappeared, appearing in front of Takami in the blink of an eye. The clash of their fists created shockwaves that shook the battlefield. Gogeta's speed and strength were unmatched, surpassing even Takagami's ability to anticipate his blows. Gogeta and Takami exchanged blows and energy blasts at breakneck speed. Each impact resounded like cosmic thunder, creating an epic symphony on planet Earth. Your attempt to revive your so-called gods ends here, Takami. Ha 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 ha! But you're a bug in the face of the greatness of my power. In an instant, Gogeta unleashed a burst of concentrated energy, enveloping Takami in a whirlwind of light and force. When the light dissipated, Takami emerged unharmed, but with a more serious expression. Interesting, but not enough. The battle was reaching cosmic levels, with ripples of energy spreading across the far reaches of the universe. Meanwhile, the other Z warriors watched the sky, appreciating Gogeta's great power of display and Takagami's resilience and viciousness. The roar of battle echoed in every corner of the universe. Gogeta and Takami, wrapped in an endless dance of energy, continued their titanic confrontation. Space twisted and trembled under the influence of their powers, creating distortions itself. Bursts of energy expanded like lightning, illuminating the darkness of the night sky with dazzling flashes. Each blow between the two contenders seemed to release an explosion of energy that spread in concentric waves, setting the frantic pace of the cosmic battle. Away from the battlefield, the others watched in anguish and admiration. Bulma, with a mixture of fear and hope in her eyes, clung to the hope that Gogeta would prevail. "Come on, Gogeta, you must win! For all of us!" Meanwhile, on the battlefield, Gogeta and Takami continued their fierce exchange. Determination burned in Gogeta's eyes, while Takami maintained a defiant smile, though his expression hid a growing unease. "This is for the price you pay for defying the peace of the universe!" With a swift movement, Gogeta vanished and reappeared behind Takami, launching an energy-charged punch straight at his back. But Takami, anticipating, quickly spun around and blocked the attack with a dark energy shield. "Haha! Is that all you got?" In response, Gogeta intensified his assault, unleashing a continuous flurry of punches and kicks. Each impact resounded like thunder. But Takami, though outmatched in speed, resisted with his dark power, countering the attacks with deft movements. During the scuttle, Takami took advantage of the prevalent moment of openness and opened up a launched energy bolt straight for Gogeta's chest. The resulting explosion shook the universe and Gogeta was thrown backwards, leaving a trail of blue energy. "Is that all hope can do?" Gogeta recovered quickly, stood up with determination. The glow of his transformation increased even more. "This is far from over." The battle continued, leading them again to display an ever-increasing amount of power. In this fury, Gogeta unleashed power that defied the laws of the universe, and Takami, despite his arrogance, began to show signs of concern. The tension was palpable. The Z warriors felt the intensity of the confrontation, even when they were a long distance away from where the battle for the future of the planet was taking place. Piccolo was seriously watching, calculating every move and thinking at some point this battle, which was far from over, would be a favorable outcome. Piccolo, in his thoughts, "Goku, Vegeta, we trust you. You must win this battle." The battle reached a new climax when Gogeta and Takami met at an eminent point in the battle. The energy emanated from them, illuminating the vastness of the dark sky, creating a dazzling spectacle of colors and flashes. "You cannot escape darkness. Darkness will never prevail over light. You're a fool if you think your light can eclipse my power." Suddenly, a voice echoed in Gogeta's mind, a familiar but distant voice. "Gogeta, do not underestimate your enemy. Truth lies within strength." The transmission abruptly cut off, leaving Gogeta bewildered. Before he could reflect on it, however, Takami lunged towards him with surprising speed, unleashing a series of punches and kicks that left Gogeta struggling to keep up. At that moment, a fleeting image flashed through Gogeta's mind, a vision of his loved ones, of his purpose, and the responsibility he carried on his shoulders. The energy of the transformation fanned, and Gogeta, with newfound determination, struck back with renewed ferocity. "This is the limit of your tyranny, Takami!" "Ha ha ha ha! The limit's up to you, Gogeta, and your limit is my power!" Suddenly, the sky around him fragmented, and multiple distorted versions of Takami emerged from the dimensional rifts, each with a malevolent grin. "You cannot defeat me, Gogeta. I am eternal. I'm a god. You may be powerful, but I'm not alone in this." The battle reached a new intensity as multiple distorted incarnations of Takami surrounded Gogeta. Each emanated a dark energy that defied the laws of the universe. The air itself seemed to vibrate with the pressure of their combined presences. At that precise moment, Goku and Vegeta's fusion had come to an end due to the amount of power they had used in order to stand up to Takami. Goku and Vegeta, although they had returned to their individual forms after the fusion, knew that the key by defeating Takami lay in perfect unity and coordination. Vegeta, we're in this together. Let's give all our power to be able to confront him so we can free Yamcha from this so-called god.
Yes, Kakarot, this insect will not defeat us.
The Z Warriors watched in amazement, aware that the fate of the universe hung in the balance. Piccolo analyzed this situation, looking for any weaknesses that could be exploited. The others prepared to act if the opportunity presented itself. Goku and Vegeta, now separated, their fusion as Gogeta, faced Takami with determination in their eyes. The dark presence of the supposed god loomed over them, but the Saiyans were determined to free Yamcha and put an end to the threat he posed. Vegeta, we need to coordinate our attacks. We've always been stronger when we fight together.
For once, I agree with you, Kakarot. This insect will pay for what he did.
The two Saiyans lunged towards Takami, attacking with a combination of punches and ki blasts. Takami, though powerful, was momentarily overwhelmed by the timing of the two warriors. However, his sinister laugh echoed across the battlefield.
Your union will change nothing. My power is unlimited.
Goku and Vegeta exchanged glances, realizing that the situation was more serious than they had imagined. Takami unleashed a wave of dark energy that sent them flying, but they quickly recovered, ready to continue the fight. The Z Warriors watched with concern. Gohan, though a bit intimidated by Takami's power, maintained his unwavering determination. Piccolo, with his keen intelligence, pointed out a possible weakness.
It seems his power is linked to some source. We must find a way to break that connection.
Goten and Trunks, who had arrived along with Gohan, eager to join the battle, looked at their parents with concern. However, Piccolo stopped them.
Guys, we need a plan before we launch into battle. Your strength will be crucial at the right time.
While the Z Warriors thought of a plan, Goku and Vegeta continued their fierce assault against Takami. Every time it seemed they were about to defeat him, his power increased and the evil emanating from him intensified.
Ha 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 ha! Your resistance is useless. My power thrives on despair and suffering.
Then we must find a way to change that. Vegeta, we need to attack together, but with a strategy.
You're finally thinking clearly, Kakarot. Let's do it!
The two Saiyans, coordinating their movements, executed a series of synchronized attacks. Although Takami was defending himself skillfully, he began to show signs of discomfort. The connection between his power and the external source seemed to be faltering. At that instant, Piccolo noticed the opportunity.
Now is the time. Gohan, wait for the opening we'll give you so you can attack. Goten, Trunks, follow me on my signal.
Gohan nodded, conveying a look of confidence to his friends. Goten and Trunks prepared to act on Piccolo's directions.
Everyone, let's send our energies to Goku and Vegeta. We must strengthen their connection and weaken Takami's source of power.
The Z Warriors gathered their energies and, with a coordinated effort, sent a stream of ki skyward. Goku and Vegeta, sensing the surge of power, seized the opportunity. They're doing it! Come on, Vegeta! The connection between Goku, Vegeta, and the Z Warriors created a unique synergy. Energy flowed through them, strengthening their resolve and weakening Takami's external source of power.
This can't be happening!
The darkness surrounding Takami began to dissipate, due to the large amount of energy they were receiving from their friends. Piccolo, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, observing the battle, noticed the opportunity to intervene.
Now, guys, let's go!
Goten and Trunks took flight into the sky where Goku and Vegeta were, joining the fight against Takami. With the energy of the Z Warriors strengthening the connection between Goku and Vegeta, the real battle was about to begin. The fusion of powers of the Saiyans between father and son created an explosion of energy that enveloped Takami. The fight intensified, but now, with hope and determination as their allies, Goku, Vegeta, Goten, and Trunks were ready to face the Dark God and free the universe from his evil domain. The burst of energy that enveloped Takami reverberated throughout the universe. The fusion of the powers of Goku, Vegeta, and his sons created a symphony of forces, illuminating the sky with a brilliant radiance that defied the darkness Takami had tried to impose. Takami, enveloped in the luminescence of the combined energy, struggled to maintain his composure. The connection between his power and the source of his power, Yamcha, was weakening with every second, and his sinister laugh began to turn into growls of frustration.
We're making progress, Vegeta! Yes, but let's not let our guard down. It's not over.
As the Saiyans continued their coordinated offensive, Goten and Trunks and their Super Saiyan forms joined the battle. The pressure on Takami intensified, as he now faced not only the two adult Saiyans, but also that of his sons. The coordination between them was impressive, and every move was backed by the combined strength of the Z Warriors.
Dad! Vegeta! We're here to help! Let's show this guy that the Saiyan family is unstoppable!
The trio of Saiyans, with their different levels of expertise and abilities, formed a united front against Takami. The battle was getting more and more intense, with bursts of energy and flurries of attacks lighting up space like a celestial spectacle. Piccolo, Gohan, Krillin, and the others channeled their energies to strengthen the connection between the Saiyans and, at the same time, searched for weaknesses in Takagami's defense.
We must keep the pressure on and look for any opportunity to unbalance Takami.
Dad! Vegeta! Goten! Trunks! We all trust you! Let's defeat this enemy together!
In space, the synergy between the Saiyans reached its peak. Goku and Vegeta, with the energy of their sons and the Z Warriors, fused their attacks in an amazing display of power. Takagami, despite his resistance, began to give ground.
This is not possible! I'm a god! I cannot be defeated!
The connection between his power and the external source was on the verge of collapse. The Saiyans, sensing Takagami's weakness, redoubled their efforts. Goten, Trunks, guided by Piccolo's strategy, attacked from unexpected angles, while Goku and Vegeta continued their frontal assault. Piccolo noticed a key opportunity.
Now, Gohan, it's your time!
Gohan, in his final form ready to take advantage of the opportunity, concentrated his energy and launched himself into the confrontation. With surprising speed, he joined the fight alongside Goku, Vegeta, Goten, and Trunks.
Let's finish this, Dad!
The symphony of energy between the Z Warriors and the Saiyans reached its climax. Takagami, beset on all sides, struggled to stand, and the skies erupted in an explosion of light and darkness as the heroes joined forces to confront the Dark God. The battle reached its climax, and every move decided the fate of the universe. The Z Warriors from Earth watched with eagerness and hope, knowing that victory was within reach, but also aware that the final fight was yet to come. With the Saiyans and the Z Warriors facing Takagami in a cosmic confrontation. However, amidst the chaos of battle, a small distraction allowed Takagami to strike back with furiosity. Goten and Trunks, focused on following Piccolo's strategy, attacked from different angles. However, in a moment of minimal distraction, Takagami seized the opportunity and launched a surprise counterattack. With quick and precise movements, the Dark God managed to evade Goten and Trunks' attacks, countering them with punches and energy blasts.
Ha ha ha! Your efforts are useless, children! I'm the all-consuming darkness!
Goten and Trunks, though agile and powerful, found themselves in a precarious situation. Takagami, with his speed and cunning, left the young Saiyans struggling to keep up.
We have to protect them!
Takagami's concentration of power is increasing. We need to regroup and find a strategy to counter his moves.
Meanwhile, in the sky, Goten and Trunks, despite the setbacks, continued to fight bravely. They tried to coordinate their attacks, but Takagami's speed and cunning proved to be a formidable challenge.
Trunks, we have to stay focused!
I know, but this guy's stronger than I imagined! In an unexpected twist, Takagami launched a blast of dark energy that hit Goten and Trunks, leaving them badly injured. Both Saiyans fell backwards with obvious signs of exhaustion and pain.
Goten! Trunks!
This damned Dark God!
The adult Saiyans intensified their assault, determined to avenge their momentary fall of their sons. Takagami, however, taking advantage of the confusion and despair that gripped the Z Warriors, rejoiced in his newly strengthened power.
This is how the heroes of the universe give up. They may fight, but in the end, darkness will always prevail.
The result was becoming even more tense. The Z Warriors, though determined, were facing the reality that their fight was far from over. Goten and Trunks, wounded but not defeated, were struggling to recover and rejoin the battle.
We need a new approach. Takagami's strength increases with each passing moment.
We'll protect Goten and Trunks. We'll not let the darkness prevail. The battle, now more critical than ever, was plunging into a desperate confrontation where the survival of the universe hung in the balance. Gohan, observing the critical situation of his brother Goten and Trunks, could not contain the fury that burned within him. A flash of anger crossed his eyes, and his energy rose to levels that would leave even the most experienced Saiyans dumbfounded. He lunged towards Takami with shocking speed, ignoring any concern for his own safety. With this price, you'll pay for hurting my family! His speed and furiosity impressed everyone on the battlefield. Every blow he delivered carried with it a pent-up rage of a protective brother. Takami, though initially surprised, adapted to the intensity of Gohan's attacks.
Do you think your anger can stop me?
I'm going to protect my family and the entire universe from your darkness! The battle between Gohan and Takami unleashed an energy storm in space. Goku and Vegeta watched in awe and fear as the conflict reached levels that defied comprehension. Despite their determination, they realized they were facing a power beyond anything they had faced before. This kid, his power is amazing!
We can't let Gohan fight alone. We must support him.
As Gohan continued his relentless assault, Takami showed a significant improvement in his defensive ability. Every blow was met with inhuman prowess. The battle reached a point where the universe itself seemed to be on the verge of collapse. The epic confrontation between Gohan and Takami pushed the Saiyan warrior to the limit of his abilities. Despite Gohan's bravery and skill, the Dark God, with unmatched cunning and speed, found an opening in his defense. With a graceful twist, Takami unleashed a ripping attack, a blast of dark energy that sliced through the air with a malevolent precision. Gohan, surprised by the speed and ferocity of the attack, barely had time to react. The energy wave hit Gohan full on, enveloping him in an explosion of light and darkness. The force of the impact threw Goku's eldest son backwards, causing him to stagger, desperately struggling to stay on his feet. The dark energy left its mark on Gohan's body, marking him with deep tearing wounds. Gah! This can't be so strong! Takami, with a sinister smile, hovered in the air, observing the result of his devastating attack. The black energy around him seemed to vibrate with satisfaction as Gohan tried to recover.
This is the power you praise so much? You're no match for me, Gohan.
Goku and Vegeta, witnessing the scene from a distance, gritted their teeth helplessly. The situation was becoming more critical with each passing moment. Goten and Trunks, still injured but recovering, were prepared to rejoin the fight.
Gohan! This damned! We can't let this continue!
Goten and Trunks, sensing the urgency of the situation, approached Gohan to help him. Despite his own injuries, determination shone in his eyes. Brother, are you alright? Yes, but we need a new approach. We're not going to let this guy get away with this. Meanwhile, Piccolo and the other Z Warriors were also assessing the situation, looking for any opportunity to change the course of the battle. The pressure on them was mounting, and the need to find an effective strategy was becoming more apparent.
We have to work together. Gohan, can you keep fighting?
Gohan nodded, ignoring the pain coursing through his body. His determination had not dulled, on the contrary. Takami's imminent threat stoked it. I can't give up, but we need a strategy, something that could surprise him.
Surprise him, you say?
As the Z Warriors immersed themselves in strategy to counter Takami, a small distraction took over the battlefield. Goten and Trunks, aware of the need of a different approach, exchanged determined glances. Without saying a word, they assumed the familiar fusion dance stance. The other warriors, immersed in their tactics, barely noticed the sudden disappearance of Goten and Trunks as they performed the fusion. The energy around them condensed into a brilliant flash that revealed Gotenks, Super Saiyan, the powerful fusion of the two young Saiyans. Ready to give this guy a surprise! With impressive speed, Gotenks launched himself towards Takami, who was momentarily startled by the new presence on the battlefield. Gotenks, with his characteristic air of self-sufficiency, began to unleash a series of swift and agile attacks, challenging the Dark God with renewed energy. Here I come! Takami, however, far from being intimidated, smiled sinisterly. With a casual gesture, he deflected Gotenks' attacks as if toying with him.
Is that all you've got, you little fused insect?
Gotenks persisted, intensifying his attacks, trying to find an opening in Takagami's defense. However, the Dark God, with a graceful move, countered each blow with ease. "Come on! It can't be!" In the moment of distraction, Takagami took advantage of the situation. With impressive speed, he launched a blast of dark energy that enveloped Gotenks before he could react. The resulting explosion threw Gotenks backwards, knocking him to the ground unconscious and disfigured. "Gotenks!"
This is worse than we thought.
Takagami, now more confident of his superiority, hovered in the air, glaring at the defeated warriors. Goten and Trunks, still unconscious, lay on the ground as Takagami revealed in his moment of victory.
Ha 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 ha! Is this all you offer, Z Warriors? Your desperation only increases my power.
With the outlook darkened by Gotenks' momentary defeat, attention turned to Gohan, who, badly wounded but driven by an inner strength, began to radiate intense energy. The pain in his body seemed to fuel his determination, and a wild golden glow enveloped as his ki reached never-before-seen levels. In the blink of an eye, Gohan transformed into Super Saiyan Phase 3, a form of awesome power that surprised even Takagami. Gohan's hair grew out of control, his muscles swelled, and his expression reflected a mixture of pain and fierce determination.
What is this? A new trick?
Gohan, with a wild roar, launched himself towards Takagami with shocking speed. The force of his blows and the intensity of his attacks shook the battlefield, creating a storm of energy around him. The conflict between light and darkness took on a new dimension as Gohan challenged the limits of his own power.
You're going to pay for what you've done!
Well guys, don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon, in which you will have news and exclusive contents about the manga, and even chapters and vinaigrettes about which you will first see everything that can happen in the next chapter.
Hey insects, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications if you don't want to be eliminated by me, the Prince of the Saiyan.
Lord Vegeta, you forgot to mention the subscription to your Patreon to have exclusive manga content in advance. Is that right, Lord Vegeta?
You're right, Whis. Don't forget to become a member of my Patreon to have much more exclusive content and news about the various manga that will be coming to the channel. Become a member or you'll be destroyed! Final Flash!
The confrontation between Gohan in his Super Saiyan Phase 3 form and Takagami marked a drastic change in the intensity of the battle. The skies, previously serene, witness of the confrontation, darkened with the energy unleashed by both combatants. And each blow resounded like thunder in the vast and silent cosmic space, defying the tranquility of the stars watching from a distance. The explosions of energy briefly illuminated the darkness, creating a chaotic and majestic spectacle at the same time. The flashes of light and shadow intertwined in a frantic dance that reflected the ferocity of the combat. The shockwaves spread out in the distance, distorting space itself and recalling the magnitude of the power unleashed on that battlefield. Each movement was a ballet of strength and dexterity, with Gohan and Takagami challenging each other in a battle that transcended the physical, entering the realms of the mystical and the epic. Their cries of determination were lost amid the din of battle, but their spirits echoed in every exchange of blows, making it clear that this confrontation was not just for dominance or survival, but for the legacy of their lineages and the protection of their worlds. Gohan, his eyes shining with an indomitable determination, channeled all his power in every movement, leaving a trail of energy that shimmered with a force that defied the limits of the unimaginable. His taut muscles, his golden aura glowing with intensity, made him an unstoppable force that sought justice and protection for all those he loved and defended. "You will not escape my justice, Takagami! My determination's like an unbreakable torrent that'll sweep away any darkness you try to sow. Every blow I throw carries with it the strength of all those I protect and defend. I'll not rest until the truth shines on every shadow you've woven with your deceptions. Get ready to face the justice I bring!" Gohan roared with fiery fury, his voice echoing across the battlefield like an echo of the very protective will drive him. Every blow he threw carried with it the emotional burden of years of struggle and sacrifice, the determination of a hero willing to do anything for the well-being of his world and his loved ones. On the other hand, Takami, with his characteristic agility and calculated cunning, dodged Gohan's attacks with fluid and precise movements. His cold and calculating gaze contrasted with the ferocity of the Saiyan, unveiling an enemy who did not underestimate the threat he faced.
Interesting. I see that the power of the Saiyan pride still burns deep in your being, Gohan, but let me tell you this. However intense it may be, will not be enough to defy the chains of your inevitable fate.
Between each exchange of blows and dodges, the battlefield turned into an epic scenario where two titans collided, not only with their bodies but with their convictions and purposes. The fate of both was intertwined in a deadly dance where determination, skill, and strength merged in a conflict that transcended the physical and went deep into their warriors' souls. The clash of energies was so intense that the Z warriors felt the pressure and overwhelming weight of the unfolding confrontation. The magnitude of the conflict resonated in every corner of the known universe, like an echo of power that transcended planetary barriers and penetrated the very heart of those who were fighting for survival and justice. The fluctuations in ki were palpable, even to those watching from a distance, like a symphony of opposing forces colliding in a chaotic but harmonious dance. Every member of the Z Warriors could feel the electricity in the air, the tension that preceded every strategic move and every heartbreaking blow. The earth trembled under the influence of the unleashed energy, as if the world itself was responding to the duel of titans being waged on its surface. The skies darkened even more, as if the universe itself was holding its breath at the magnificence and terror of that epic contest. In those moments of crisis, the Z Warriors' determination grew even stronger, fueled by the urgency to protect what they loved and to face any adversity with courage and conviction. It was a reminder that during chaos and destruction, the human spirit could shine with an unshakable light. Piccolo, with his strategic mind sharper as a razor, watched every move with meticulous attention. Every gesture, every spark of unleashed energy carried with it the promise of a decisive change during the battle. His intense and serene gaze concealed a precise calculation as he searched for the perfect opportunity to intervene in support of his disciple. Piccolo, with his gaze lost on the horizon as he pondered the situation deeply, added in a calm but determined voice,
Gohan is channeling an incredible power right now. If we manage to amplify their energy and coordinate a joint attack, we could tip the scales in our favor and find the opportunity we need to change the course of this battle.
His mind worked like a meticulous clock, evaluating possibilities and strategies during the chaos that was unleashed in front of him. Meanwhile, at the epicenter of the conflict, Gohan and Takami continued their titanic duel, each determined to impose their will and determination on the other. Gohan's transformation into Super Saiyan Stage 3 not only gave him enormous strength, but also imposed a demanding tribute in terms of energy and physical endurance. Gohan, his breathing agitated by the effort and intensity of the moment, expressed with determination in his voice between short breaths, "His power! It's overwhelming! But I must stand firm! I can't fail!" Every word resonated with an unwavering commitment as he prepared to face the ordeal ahead of her, his aura glowing with a mixture of exhaustion and relentless resolve. His spirit stood like a burning flame during the storm, braving adversities with a determination that sprang from the core of his being. On the other hand, Takami, with his arrogant smile and calculated movements, responded to every attack of Gohan with an inordinate confidence in his own dexterity and power. Takami, with a voice imbued with superiority and a tone that denoted his absolute confidence in his words, defiantly replied,
Admiral, but naive. Your determination's remarkable, Gohan, but you must understand that no force in this universe can change your destiny.
His voice resonated with an assurance that seemed to defy all opposition, marking a gap between confidence in his power and Gohan's will. His self-assurance was impenetrable as the toughest steel, a psychological barrier that defied even the storms of energy roaring around him. The confrontation was coming to a head as the Z Warriors, with a mixture of worry and palpable hope in their hearts, prepared to intervene at the precise moment that could change the course of the battle. Vegeta, with his intense and analytical gaze, watched every flash of power unleashed by Gohan with a mixture of admiration and concern in his eyes. Vegeta, with his analytical and sharp mind, was muttering to himself in a barely audible tone due to the palpable tension in the air.
Gohan's unleashing an incredible power.
His words were a whisper, charged with respect and concern, acknowledging the magnitude of the power that Gohan was unleashing at that critical moment.
But he must maintain control if he wants to survive this,
he added with a seriousness that reflected his experience in past battles and his understanding of the dangers of losing control over so much unleashed energy. Goku, the legendary warrior who knows the limits and beyond, nodded solemnly at Vegeta's words. Goku, with a calmness that radiated experience and wisdom, recognized with respect in his voice, "We know what it's like to fight at the limit, but Gohan's showing exceptional courage that inspires us all." His words resonated with the depth of one who has faced countless challenges, understanding the nature of struggle and the sacrifice it entails. With admiration palpable in his tone, recognizing the courage and determination of his son during adversity, his voice, serene but full of respect, reflected the confidence in Gohan's potential to overcome any obstacle. Meanwhile, the energy flowing through Gohan was reaching its peak, manifesting itself in an impressive visual spectacle. Its golden aura radiated an intense light that illuminated the surrounding space, making even the distant stars seem to pale in comparison. Gohan, with a roar full of determination that echoed throughout the battlefield, exclaimed with fervor, addressed to his father and Vegeta, "Father! Vegeta! All of you! This power is to protect you all!" His voice carried with an emotional charge of his commitment to the protection of his loved ones, a promise that manifested itself in every flash of his glowing aura, and in every blow aimed at the darkness that threatened his world. His voice, echoing like an echo of hope amid the chaos of battle, his energy, instead of just being destructive, became a beacon of hope for his allies, instilling strength and determination in their hearts. The buildup of energy finally reached its peak when Gohan unleashed a combined attack so powerful that it seemed to tear the very fabric of space. The surprise on Takami's face was palpable, reflecting the magnitude of the force unleashed by the young Saiyan.
"Impossible! I can't believe the magnitude of your strength, Gohan! You've unweakened a power that defies all my expectations and strategies so far. But you haven't witnessed everything I can do yet. My abilities are not limited to what you've witnessed so far. And I still have cards to play in this game. Get ready to find out that I'm not as easy an opponent to defeat. The true essence of my power is about to be revealed, and I assure you that it'll surprise you. The battle's only just begun, young Saiyan."
The resulting explosion temporarily blinded everyone present, enveloping the battlefield in a dazzling light that eclipsed even the brightest stars in the firmament. As the luminescence slowly faded away, it revealed an impressive but also disturbing scene. Gohan, still in his Super Saiyan Stage 3 form, was still standing, his figure slender but visibly exhausted at the limit of his strength. "Was that enough?" He was panting between short breaths, his eyes reflecting a determination that defied the fatigue that overwhelmed him. But Takami emerged from the rubble with a defiant smile on his face, was making it clear that the battle was far from over.
"You're barely scratching the surface, Gohan. Your power is awesome, but you can't beat the darkness that is hanging over you. Your determination's commendable, but the real battle is beyond what you can imagine. My shadows are deeper, and my power is vaster than you think. Get ready to face the true essence of the dark power."
Gohan's energy was fluctuating, a clear sign that his transformation was reaching its limit. The Z Warriors watched with anxiety and determination as the battle reached a critical point. Victory seemed elusive, but their fighting spirit remained unwavering in the darkness that threatened to devour them all. "No! I can't give up! This power! It's to protect everyone! To my family! To the earth!" Each word came out between agitated breaths, but charged with an unwavering determination, revealing the deep sense of responsibility and love that drove their struggle. His voice, though weakened by the effort, resounded with a firmness that defined the adversities he faced.
Oh, what a pathetic nobility! Do you think you can fight my darkness with simple desires for protection? Your strength is impressive, but your naivety condemns you. Don't you understand that in this world, nobility and desires for protection are as fragile as glass in front of the tide? No matter how much power you possess, the darkness will always find a crack through which to infiltrate and corrupt everything you value. It's only a matter of time before you realize the futility of your efforts, Gohan.
Gohan, his aura flickering, braced himself for another assault, feeling every fiber of his being burning with determination. However, the accumulated fatigue and the marked wounds on his skin were beginning to take their toll, weighing like chains on his struggle. Every move was a battle against exhaustion and pain, a test of endurance that tested his courage and perseverance. The vision of Takami, his implacable enemy, distorted slightly before his fatigued eyes, reflecting not only the tumult of the physical battle, but also the dark and twisted connection Takami maintained with the source of power that fed him. This connection, like a cursed bond, gave Takami a ruthless strength, but also dragged him into the maelstrom of corruption and out of control. During the fray, Gohan found himself facing not only a formidable opponent, but also the shadow of an evil influence that threatened to consume everything. Every blow thrown and blocked resonated with the intensity of an epic battle between light and darkness, between the determination of a hero and the seduction of a dark and forbidden power. Despite the adversities and uncertainty that surrounded him, Gohan clung to hope like the beacon in a storm, remembering the bonds of friendship and love that drove him to move forward. Every beat of his heart resonated with the will to protect what he valued most in the world, facing the challenge with courage and sacrifice, knowing that true strength lay in his indomitable spirit and in his determination to never give up in the face of the darkness that threatened his world and soul.
Gohan, don't wear yourself out too much. Stay focused and in control. Remember, that true strength lies not only in raw power, but in the ability to stay calm and think strategically amid chaos. Do not underestimate your opponent, and do not get carried away by blind rage. That determination must be backed by intelligence and control. Make every hit count, and don't get distracted from your goal.
His words, full of advice and warnings, sought to remind Gohan of the importance of the mind in battle, in addition to physical strength.
The Super Saiyan Phase 3 form consumes a lot of energy. Gohan needs to find a balance between his power and his stamina. He must learn to control the flow of his ki to maintain his strength without exhausting himself quickly. The key is efficiency. Every movement must be precisely calculated and executed to maximize the impact without wasting energy. It's a challenge to master this state, but if Gohan manages to find that harmony, his potential will be truly formidable.
His words, full of experience and knowledge, sought to guide Gohan towards a better understanding of how to use his power without compromising his endurance in battle. As Gohan and Takami continued their confrontation, Goku's eyes, a symbol of hope for everyone, shone with determination during the intense strife. His strategic mind was working at full speed, analyzing every move of his son and enemies to find the perfect crack in Takagami's defense. Every glimmer in his gaze reflects years of training, epic battles, and an unwavering desire to protect those he loved. In the distance, Vegeta stood in a fighting position, his Saiyan pride burning like an unstoppable flame. His defiant aura and combat experience combined into a formidable force, ready to unleash his power at the precise moment. Piccolo, with his calculated serenity, was watching the battle with sharp eyes, ready to strategically intervene and balance the scales in favor of his comrades. Meanwhile, Goten and Trunks, the young warriors, were in the middle of the recovery process after the intense confrontation against Takami. Despite their damage received, his determination did not waver. Both focused on channeling their ki with precision, taking advantage of every breath to restore their energies and strengthen their bodies. Goten, with his indomitable spirit and his face marked with determination, closed his eyes with concentration as he felt the flow of vital energy revitalize his fatigued muscles. We have to be ready to return to the battle at any moment, he thought to himself, remembering the responsibility he shared with his friend Trunks to protect his family and his home. On the other hand, Trunks, with his mind focused and his ki shining with renewed intensity, was striving to reach an optimal state of recovery. We can't afford to let our guard down, he reflected, aware of the challenges they still faced and the need to be prepared to face any adversity that stood in their way. Both young warriors knew that the battle was not over yet. With determination in their hearts and their ki channeling with precision, they were preparing for the next chapter in their fight for the protection of their world. Gohan's giving his best. His strength and determination are impressive, but we need to find an opening to channel more energy towards him and empower his power to the fullest. We must all join forces and find a way to support him in this crucial battle. Our connection as a family and as a team is our greatest strength. Let's make every hit and every effort count to protect our home and those we love. His words, full of determination and hope, reflected his confidence in the team's ability to overcome any challenge when working together.
Your resistance is admirable, but useless. My power is absolute. No matter how much they fight, they won't be able to stop me. My strength is unshakable, and my determination relentless. There is no escape from my dominion. It's time for you to give up and accept your fate under my control.
Every word was loaded with arrogance and certainty as Takami continued to unleash his dark power with ruthless ferocity. Gohan, with a superhuman effort, managed to deflect Takagami's attacks and counterattacked with a burst of brilliant energy. The collision of powers created a shockwave that shook the nearby atmosphere. I will not allow you to destroy what I love! My bonds and my strength are greater than any darkness you could throw! I'm ready to face any challenge and overcome any obstacle to ensure a secure future for everyone! There will be no place for destruction in my world!
Your emotions make you weak, Gohan. The real strength lies in the darkness. Your love and your bonds are chains that prevent you from reaching your true potential. Don't you see that the darkness offers unlimited and unrestricted power? Abandon your illusions of grandeur, young Saiyan. Face the truth that only darkness can bring you true strength and absolute dominion over the world.
Every word was imbued with an icy arrogance and a fanatical belief in the corrupting power of darkness. Takagami sought to sow doubts and weakness in Gohan's mind, challenging his conception of strength and courage. The struggle became more intense with each pressing moment. Gohan, despite showing obvious exhaustion with every short breath, remained firm and undetermined, refusing to back down from the challenge Takagami posed. His eyes reflected an unwavering determination as he faced the malevolent machinations of his enemy. However, Takagami's evil cunning was revealed in all its magnitude when he began to manipulate the environment around him with dark mastery. The dark creatures had summoned with his sinister magic were already at the edge of the surface, ready to emerge and join the battle with uncontrollable ferocity. The air was charged with an ominous presence as the shadows of those creatures danced unexpectedly, eager to join the conflict and show their destructive power. Faced with the imminent threat, the Z warriors did not hesitate to prepare to face these creatures that represented an unknown but tangible danger. Vegeta, with his characteristic defiant tone, exclaimed as he adjusted his combat posture,
I'll not allow those abominations to ruin our path to victory. It's time to show them the true power of a Saiyan.
Piccolo, the group's calm strategist, quickly assessed the situation and proposed a plan of action.
We're facing a cunning enemy who uses manipulation as a weapon. We must act with coordination and precision. Gohan, you now take care of containing the creatures. Vegeta, Goku, keep the pressure on Takagami and don't let him breathe easy.
Goku, with a determined smile on his face, nodded energetically. We have it, Piccolo. I'm confident that together we can overcome any challenge that comes our way. We're going to give our best. Goten and Trunks, the young warriors, who were always looking to prove their bravery, exchanged a look of complacency before joining the plan. Yes, let's show these monsters what it means to be a real team! Determination shone in the eyes of each Z warrior as they prepared for the upcoming showdown, their hearts resonating with the memory of Ten Shinhan and Chaos's courageous sacrifice. Those moments of heroism and camaraderie resonated like an echo in their souls. reminding them of the price they sometimes had to pay to protect the world they loved. Goku, with a silent bow to his fallen friends, took a moment to remember his valuable lessons of courage and determination. Our friend showed us that even in the darkest moments, we can find the strength to face any challenge. His sacrifice will not be in vain, as long as we keep fighting and keep the flame of hope alive in our hearts. Every blow we take, every obstacle we face, is proof of our determination and our commitment to a better future. We'll not let his sacrifice be forgotten. Let's keep fighting with all our heart and spirit. Vegeta, with an intense gaze fixed on the horizon, added solemnly,
Every battle teaches us something new. We must honor his memory by overcoming our limits, protecting this world, not only for ourselves, but for those who are no longer there.
Piccolo, the serene strategist, reflected on the importance of learning from each experience.
Every battle, every loss, strengthens us and teaches us to be better warriors. Let's move forward with determination and wisdom.
Goten and Trunks, the young warriors, full of energy and competitive spirit, exchanged a look of respect towards the heroes of the past. We're going to make their bravery and sacrifice worthwhile! We'll fight with everything we have! The memory of Ten Shinhan and Chaos became a flame that fanned the determination and fighting spirit of the Z Warriors. With their hearts united in a common purpose, they prepared to face the next challenge with the strength of those who came before them, ready to write the next chapter in the history of defending the Earth against the forces of evil. The battle reached unprecedented levels of intensity, with every move unleashing a wave of energy that shook the battlefield. Gohan, with his indomitable spirit, led the charge against the emerging shadows, channeling his ki into powerful explosions that dispelled the creatures one after another. Every flash of light harbored the determination to protect their loved ones and their home from the darkness that threatened to consume them. Mr. Piccolo, behind you! Watch your back! The enemy's trying to surprise us with sneak attacks! We can't afford to let our guard down for 1 second in this battle! Our togetherness is our greatest strength, and together we'll overcome any challenge that comes our way! I trust in your strategic wisdom, Mr. Piccolo, but I'm also here to support you in every move! Let's move forward with determination and protect what we value with all our might! Piccolo responded quickly, deflecting the attack with an energy shield.
Thank you, Gohan. Your quick alertness and attention to detail are crucial in this battle. Our coordination and communication are what will keep us one step ahead in the face of our enemies. Let's keep working together. Every move counts in this matchup.
By his side, Piccolo displayed his tactical ingenuity with mastery, drawing lines of defense and counterattack with pinpoint accuracy. His strategies were like chess moves on the battlefield, anticipating the enemy's moves and coordinating attacks to maximize the impact. Between them, an almost perfect synchronicity is woven, where Gohan's brute force found balance at Piccolo's strategic cunning. Vegeta, get ready for our combined attack! We can't hold any back anymore! It's time to deploy all our power and show them what we're capable of! Together, we're unstoppable, Vegeta! Let's prove once again why we're the most powerful Z Warriors in the universe! Let's go!
You don't need to tell me, Kakarot. I'm always ready for the combat. Our combined power will overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. Get ready to witness the true strength of the Saiyan race. Let's go!
Every clash of powers, every rumble of explosions resounded like a chant of resistance, bravery during chaos. The bonds of camaraderie and trust between the Z Warriors were strengthened by adversity, reminding them that together they were more than the sum of their individual abilities. In this ballet of strength and strategy, where each movement had the weight of survival and the hope of a future in which light would prevail over shadows. Vegeta and Goku, in their eternal friendly rivalry forged in countless battles, coordinated their attacks with an almost telepathic synchronization. Like two warriors who share a unique and deep bond, their fiery determination was reflected in every move, every punch, and every burst of energy they threw at their formidable opponent, Takami.
Goku, it's time to unite our powers to take down this guy once and for all. We'll not allow it to continue sowing chaos and destruction. Our combined strength will be their undoing. Take this, Takami! This is the end that awaits you for challenging the Z Warriors.
I'm with you, Vegeta! There's no turning back now! Together, we'll put an end to this threat once and for all. Let's get him! The latter, a formidable adversary in his own right, was forced to quickly divert his attention between dodging the quick and precise strikes of the Saiyans and dealing with the strategic cunning of Gohan and the tactical prowess of Piccolo.
Don't underestimate my power, Saiyans. My abilities go beyond what you can imagine. Your determination's admirable, but it won't be enough to stop me. Get ready to know the true darkness that resides in this universe.
The frantic dance of attacks and defenses between the protagonists became a ballet of opposing forces, where speed and power merged into an unparalleled combat choreography. Each shock of energy unleashed explosions of ki that lit up the sky like shooting stars on a stormy night, painting the firmament with flashes of power and determination. The battlefield was transformed into an epic scenario where the fates of the combatants were intertwined in a cosmic drama of legendary proportions.
Gohan, now's your time to shine. Use this opportunity to show your true power and determination. We're all counting on you to turn the tide of this battle. Don't hold back. Give your best and make every hit count. The fate of everyone depends on your courage and strength in this crucial moment.
Come on, Dad! Mr. Piccolo! We won't stop until we beat you! Our determination's stronger than ever, and together, we're unstoppable! This is our moment to show that together, we can overcome any obstacle! Let's trust in our bonds, and fight with everything we have! Meanwhile, Gohan's relentless determination and Piccolo's tactical wisdom added layers of complexity to the conflict, consistently challenging Takami's strategies and moves. The intensity of the confrontation reached its peak, and with each hero and villain deploying their maximum potential in search of victory. Amid the chaos of battle, friendship and honor and inner strength shone as beacons of hope in a universe fraught with unfathomable challenges and dangers. Goten and Trunks, following the meticulous plan laid out by Piccolo to the latter, demonstrated a perfect synchronization that bordered on the supernatural. As young Saiyan warriors, their connection was more than a simple strategic alliance. It was the manifestation of a deep and lasting friendship, forged in countless shared trainings and battles. Every movement, every gesture, flowed between them in an innate harmony that only the strongest bonds could sustain.
Goten, your task is to maintain the defensive perimeter. Don't let anything surprise us from behind. Trunks, look for any opportunity to counterattack. We need to take advantage of every gap in their defense to turn the tide in this battle.
Understood, Mr. Piccolo. I'll be attentive and make sure that nothing takes us by surprise. Following Piccolo's instructions, Goten unleashed bursts of energy with the dexterity and speed typical of the Saiyan lineage. Come on, Trunks, let's keep the pressure on. Let's not give up and take every opportunity to move forward. His attacks were precise and forceful, outlining a defensive perimeter around the group with an intensity that left his opponents breathless. Meanwhile, Trunks, a skilled wielder of the energy sword, executed precise and elegant cuts that perfectly complemented Goten's strategic defense. Don't let any of them through, Goten. Keep our front safe while we look for weaknesses in their formation. Let's keep pushing. Each movement drew lines of glowing energy in the air, creating a dynamic and effective wall of protection that neutralized any threat that dared to get too close to their companions. The combination of Goten and Trunks' skills not only demonstrated their individual mastery, but also their ability to work in a team in a fluid and coordinated way. Their actions were not only the result of practice and training, but also of a deep mutual understanding that allowed them to anticipate each other's movements with pinpoint accuracy. On the battlefield, the symbiosis was their greatest strength, making them an unstoppable force that courageously and determinedly defended those considered their family and home. The battle that was being fought was a whirlwind of energy and strategy, where every move had a deep meaning, and every decision impacted on the future of the contest. Goten and Trunks, the young Saiyan warriors, showed amazing coordination as they threw themselves into combat with a mixture of bravery and dexterity. His movements were like a martial dance, fluid and precise, designed to unbalance the dark creatures summoned by Takami. Trunks, to your right! Understood. The voices of the young people echoed among the booms of explosions and the clash of powers. Each exchange of blows was a symphony of ki, a manifestation of the determination not to give ground in the face of the darkness that threatened to engulf them. Meanwhile, Gohan, with his indomitable spirit, deployed his ki in explosions of controlled energy, creating glowing spheres that exploded with force on impact against the shadows that rushed over them.
We can't give up! Our world depends on this! Every strike, every strategy, everything counts in this crucial battle! Let's keep fighting until the end!
His voice resonated with conviction, injecting courage into his companions. Piccolo, the calm but ruthless strategist, extended his arms with authority, generating defensive barriers that protected the group from surprise attacks. His eyes observed the battlefield with a calculated calm, evaluating every movement of the enemy to find the precise moment to counterattack.
Keep the pressure constant. We cannot allow them to make up ground. Every breakthrough we make is crucial to maintaining our advantage. Keep attacking relentlessly.
The sound of energy crashes and explosions was deafening, but during the chaos, the group's determination and unity shone like beacons of hope in the darkest night. Each of the Z warriors knew that they were not only fighting for their lives, but for the future of their home and the generations to come. Every attack, every block was another step towards victory or defeat, and they were not willing to give in to adversity. Amid the furious fray, every strategic move and every technique deployed by the Z Warriors reflected years of training and experience, as well as a bond of trust and camaraderie that strengthened them in the most difficult moments. The coordination between them was a show of synchronization and dexterity, a chaotic but harmonious dance of attacks and defenses that kept at bay the dark forces that tried to dominate them. However, it was at a crucial moment, when hope seemed to be faltering in the face of Takagami's relentless persistence, that Goku and Vegeta, the legendary Saiyans whose power transcended known limits, demonstrated once again why they were revered as the most powerful warriors in the universe. With millimetric synchronization that only they could achieve after years of training and epic battles, they unleashed a devastating combined attack that shattered Takagami's defenses, leaving them exposed and vulnerable in the face of the final counterattack of the brave defenders of the Earth. The impact of their combined energy resounded on the battlefield like divine thunder, shaking reality itself with its overwhelming power. The energy blasts and shockwaves spread out like a gale, sweeping away any obstacles in their way and marking a decisive turn in the confrontation. The hearts of the Z Warriors swelled with renewed hope as they witnessed the result of the bravery and determination embodied in Goku and Vegeta, who were not only allies but also rivals who raised each other to new heights of power and dexterity. This epic moment not only symbolized the brute strength of the legendary Saiyans, but also the depth of their connection as battle companions and friends. Her self-sacrifice and dedication to protecting her home and loved ones shone with an intensity that defied the shadows of despair. With Takagami vulnerable before them, Earth's heroes prepared for the final assault, determined to put an end to the dark threat looming over their world and restore the lost peace. As this crucial opportunity approached, Gohan and Piccolo, two warriors whose togetherness goes beyond simple camaraderie, combined their powers with synchronization and understanding that only the closest battle partners could achieve. With relentless determination and a strategic focus sharp as the edge of a sword, they faced the creatures summoned by Takagami, with a bravery that inspired everyone present on the battlefield.
Mr. Piccolo, keep the rear guard! I'm going to the front! It is crucial to maintain our formation and protect our backs as we move forward towards the main battle. I trust you to keep us safe from behind.
Understood, Gohan. Don't let your guard down. Our coordination is key for being victorious. Stay alert and move forward with determination. Together we'll overcome this challenge.
Gohan's energy, bright and powerful as the sun as it peaks, was intertwined with Piccolo's tactical cunning and dexterity, creating a symphony of power and skill that defied expectations. Each coordinated movement between them was a masterful combined dance, where offensive and defense intertwined in a lethal harmony. The creatures summoned by Takagami, who once posed a formidable threat, now found themselves at a disadvantage in the face of the unbreakable union of these two exceptional warriors. The battlefield lit up with flashes of brilliant energy as Gohan and Piccolo unleashed their full potential, overcoming every obstacle with steely determination and calculated strategies. The trust between them was palpable, a connection that transcended words and manifested itself in every punch and every block. With each enemy defeated, their path to Takagami cleared, bringing them closer and closer to the final victory they sought to protect their world and their loved ones.
Gohan, you need to buy time. I will prepare my best attack to defeat these creatures. I trust you can keep them busy while I get ready. Together, we can change the course of this battle.
Mr. Piccolo, I'll do my best to buy time. My goal is to keep these creatures at bay as long as possible so I can prepare their attack. Trust me, I won't let you down.
The moment of truth was approaching, and Gohan was advancing with a firm step, while Piccolo prepared his best attack to defeat these creatures summoned by Bahamut's disciple and put an end to the darkness that had threatened his home. His fiery determination was a beacon of hope for those who witnessed his courageous struggle, reminding them that strength lies in the unity and indomitable spirit of those who fight for justice and peace. The critical moment came when every move decided the fate of the battle. Gohan, in a last effort, took his final form. With his bright and determined aura, advanced to the front of the battle line, facing the dark creatures with a mixture of bravery and strategy, as he blocked the onslaughts of the shadows with his dazzling ki. The creatures, summoned by Takami, were not easy rivals to beat, but Gohan in his ultimate form took a lot of confidence and began to face the creatures they are facing. Gohan knew that keeping the creatures at bay was crucial to allowing Piccolo to unleash his full power. While Gohan struggled to contain the shadows with his fast movements and powerful attacks, Piccolo concentrated his energy preparing for the most powerful technique. The tension on the battlefield was palpable, but there was no room for doubt. Confidence in their abilities and in their partner was the key to facing the darkness that threatened to consume them.
Gohan, keep it up. You're demonstrating exceptional courage and impressive mastery on the battlefield. Every movement of yours is a barrier that prevents the advancement of these creatures. It's crucial that you hold this firmness for a few more moments while I finalize the preparations for my final ultimate technique. I have full confidence in your abilities and determination. Remember that our teamwork is the key to overcoming any challenge. Keep the pressure on and don't let your guard down. Together we can turn the tide of this battle and protect our loved ones.
Understood, Mr. Piccolo. I'll not allow them to advance a single step further. You can trust me. I'm fully prepared to take on this responsibility and keep these creatures at bay. Together, we can overcome this and protect our loved ones. My determination's unwavering, and I'll not back down in the face of this challenge, because I know that every stroke I stop here is a step towards victory. Our teamwork and mutual trust will give us the strength to prevail in this battle. Let's show them what we're capable of and write our own destiny in this struggle.
The scene unfolds with increasing intensity as Gohan definitively plunges into the maelstrom of combat. His determination is reflected in every gesture, in every tense muscle, and in every flash of energy that emanates from his being. The creatures summoned by Takami's nightmarish creatures with twisted shapes and burning eyes fiercely advance towards Gohan, seeking to overwhelm him with their numbers and their uncontrolled fury. Gohan, however, is not daunted. His ki shines around him like an aura of power, marking every movement with a clear purpose. When the first creature lunges with sharp claws, Gohan responds with a precise block, channeling his energy to stop the attack with a glowing barrier. The resulting impact makes the ground tremble under his feet, but Gohan remains steadfast, his eyes fixed on his opponent. Each subsequent blow is an exhibition of martial skill and ki control. Gohan moves with grace and speed, dodging the onslaughts of creatures with fluid movements, and countering with calculated blows. His fists and legs turn into bursts of energy, hitting the enemies with force and precision. Each impact causes bursts of energy that light up the battlefield, drawing bright arcs in the air and kicking up swirls of dust around them. The creatures do not retreat easily. Their resistance is stubborn, and their thirst for destruction is insatiable. Gohan is forced to deploy more advanced techniques, combining his speed and strength with concentrated energy attacks. Ki waves cut through the air as Gohan releases bursts of controlled energy, seeking to weaken his opponents and open gaps in their defenses. Every block, every dodge, is a dance of anticipation and reaction. Gohan relies on his training and his intellect, reading the movements of the creatures, responding with precise movements. Your connection to your spiritual energy is evident in every movement, every pulse of energy emanating from your being. Meanwhile, Piccolo completes the charge of his definitive technique, his absolute concentration palpable in the air. The sound of his pent-up energy resonates on the battlefield, adding a layer of palpable tension to the charged atmosphere of battle. Gohan feels Piccolo's accumulated power as a beacon of hope and a call to redouble his efforts.
This is our chance, Gohan. Keep the pressure on them, and don't give them any respite. Every move of yours is crucial right now, as we are close to changing the course of this battle. I trust in your ability to keep them at bay while we prepare our counterattack. Keep your determination and keep going. Together, we can make it happen.
Gohan nods with determination as he prepares for the next attack. The combat dance between Gohan and the creatures reach its climax when Gohan, with a graceful twist, unleashes a series of energy blasts that cut through the enemy ranks. The creatures recoil momentarily, their twisted forms showing signs of weakness for the first time.
Goten! Trunks! I need you to be alert! Mr. Piccolo is preparing a powerful attack! Move quickly and maintain your defenses! Our coordination is crucial at this critical moment of the battle. We can't afford to make mistakes now. I'm confident in your ability to respond quickly and effectively. Stay focused and keep fighting with determination. Come on, we can still turn the tide of this battle in our favor.
The moment came when Gohan, with a precise movement, opened a breach in the creature's defenses, allowing Piccolo to unleash his devastating attack. With a resounding scream, Piccolo releases his ultimate technique, a beam of concentrated energy that cuts through the sky like a fiery comet.
Makankosappo!
The pure energy swirls frantically around the lightning, forming a spiral of controlled energy that seems to dance in the air with calculated ferocity. The extreme concentration of energy causes a burst that radiates a dazzling radiance, as if the sun itself were transcending on the battlefield. The energy beam, with its incomparable power, transverses the enemy ranks with pinpoint accuracy, neutralizing the creatures with an amazing efficiency that takes the breath away of those who witness its devastating impact. The initial explosion is only the prelude to the destruction that is unleashed. The torrent of concentrated energy envelops the creatures in a lethal embrace, eroding their forms with an overwhelming intensity. Each wave of energy emanating from the ray is like a chisel, carving out space itself, gradually disintegrating the creatures that meet its path with an inexorable inevitability. The show is both majestic and terrifying, with the energy displayed manifesting in vibrant colors that collide and intertwine in a chaotic dance. The controlled destruction leaves in its wake a trail of disintegration that seems to defy the very laws of physics, demonstrating the supreme power that resides in the hands of those who master the arts of combat and energy control. The battlefield gradually quieted down, the dark threat dissipating with each defeated creature. Gohan and Piccolo, breathing heavily, but with a satisfied smile, met in the center of the battlefield, knowing that their teamwork and determination had tipped the scales toward victory. Now, with the road to Takami clear, they were preparing for the final assault, confident that their union would return their greatest strength. The battlefield gradually quieted down, the echo of controlled destruction echoing through the air as the enemy creatures vanquished before the combined might of Gohan and Piccolo. The glow of the dissipated energy hinted at the near victory, marked by the determination and teamwork of the brave warriors Z, Gohan, and Piccolo. Breathing heavily but with a smile of satisfaction on their faces, met in the center of the battlefield, exchanging looks of complicity that spoke of a bond forged in battle and camaraderie. Meanwhile, in another part of the battlefield, Goku and Vegeta were facing Takami in an epic duel that defied the limits of known power. With their faces marked with determination and their eyes shining with a fierce intensity, the two legendary Saiyans demonstrated once again why they were considered the most powerful warriors in the universe. His movements were like a whirlwind of quick attacks and precise defenses, each strike resounding like thunder in the energy-charged air.
Vegeta, keep the pressure on! Let's finish this together!
Of course, Kakarot. I'm not gonna let this guy beat us.
The intensity of their confrontation filled the battlefield, making the ground shake with every energy shock. Takami, although powerful, was in a challenging position in the face of the unstoppable combination of Goku and Vegeta.
I'll not underestimate your power, Saiyans. I recognize their bravery, but their determination will not be enough to stop me. My strength is unshakable. My power is unstoppable. Get ready to face the real darkness.
Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.
Psyche.